Welcome, good evening, fellow geeks, to our next episode of Tabletop Treasure Hunters. Welcome, everybody joining us tonight. Super happy to see you guys here, chatting it up already. Tonight, we have with us the Company of Honor and the Goldbloods, represented by these people. I'm not going to introduce you. I want you guys to introduce yourselves because you guys are awesome people and you deserve to do that. So let's start with the Company of Honor, as this is their mission today. And Matt, why don't you go ahead and tell us about yourself? Tell us about Pjalb.
Hey y'all, I'm Matt. You can usually find me here on Level 1 Geek, Monday nights, Tuesday nights, sometimes even Wednesday nights. And I play a Goblin cleric / druid called Pjalb, who has recently started dipping into acting, but he's a pretty good boy and he's just trying to be friends.
Wonderful, wonderful. Glad to have you here tonight. Erica, why don't you tell us about yourself and Snotnot?
Cool. I am Erica Kudemarler. I write game mods, I write books, all that kind of fun stuff. In sad news, my goblin eyes broke, which is why they're up in my wig, so you'll have to deal with this. Sorry, folks. I play Snotnot, and I am Pjalb's cousin, and we're gonna have some fun tonight, I hope. Unless, somebody kills us. Not looking at Chase, but I'm totally looking at Chase right now.
What deities are you looking up at the sky? Not me.
Lady Longshanks provides, and if it's her will we die, then it's your fault.
Yeah, see, it's her fault.
No, your fault.
Wonderful. Glad to have you on here, Erica. Thank you. And for the Goldbloods this evening, we've got Nathan. Nathan, why don't you tell us about X?
All right, yes. Nathan Smith. I am one half of a duo called the Knights of Astille. We make mobile apps and other things for role-playing games. But I am playing X, the hard rockin' bard that's just ready to make his mark on the world.
Wonderful. Happy to have you here, Nathan. Thank you very much. And Tatum, tell us about you. Tell us about Margot.
Hi, I'm Tatum. I am Tori's older sister, older and wiser. And I'm just here to have a good time. I'm now officially a streamer on Tabletop Treasure Hunters, so I'm here on intermittent Tuesdays, and that's really the only place you can find me. Margot, I play Margot. She is a halfling ranger and one half of a set of twins and everything like that, and comes from a family of servants, and is just trying to make her own little mark in the world and make a name for herself and for halflings everywhere.
And boy, is she so far. Awesome. Thank you, Tatum. Glad to have you here. That is our amazing cast this evening. I am Chase. I am the game master for this campaign. This campaign is our homebrew, which we are playing in the world of Galarion and using the system of Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Both that setting and the game rules are owned by a company named Paizo. And that's us tonight, everybody. So welcome. Now, before we get into the actual session itself, let's talk about you guys' chat, because as you guys know, if you watch any of our streams, we do chat interactions, quite a few of them for Tabletop Treasure Hunters. I'm not going to go super in depth because there's a lot of them, but our regulars in chat can help you out if you guys have questions about it. You can use the chat command !engage to see what we have to offer, or if you want a detailed description of everything, you can go to our website, level1geek.com, and you can check out our Tabletop Treasure Hunters page. There we have in-depth what everything does. Quick things just to tell you a little bit of what we've got. If you guys see this bar at the top right of the screen, that's our affirmation bar. You guys can use your channel points, which we call mana points, to slide either to the hero side or the villain side. That's going to give the respective side a bonus to their rolls. If you guys slide it past the end of the +2 on either side, you're going to either turn those into hero points or villain points. Villain points are used very sinisterly by myself to make the encounters and challenges in the scenario more difficult. And hero points are used by our heroes to do various things based on their guilds. All of them can use them to cheat death if they use 3 of them. And then the Company of Honor can use them to boost attack rolls and saving throws. And the Goldbloods can use them to help negate damage, make enemies reroll attacks, reduce incoming damage. And that's the gist of that. Also, if you guys want to throw out some subs, if you guys are Patreons, or if you guys want to throw out some bits, you can give blessings out. Blessings are passive boons that are going to hang out for the entire session. Quite powerful, quite helpful to the heroes. The Company of Honor, their passive perk is they actually start with a minor blessing at the beginning. So we've got Snotnot already blessed by Torag, boosting her defenses. We've got Pjalb boosted by Shaylin, who can make one weapon a bit more deadly and beautiful because Shaylin likes beautiful things. And yeah, that's what we've got for chat interactions. So check those out. Also, before we get started, I just want to give a few thanks out. We have a lot of work going into this show this season and lots of awesome people just chipping in a lot of work, helping us with awesome ideas. Big thanks to Knights of Steel. Nathan already talked about them as he is part of them, but they sponsored our character art via their artist, Christiana Leone. Look at this gorgeous character art. It's rotating up here on the overlay. Love it, love it. Also, big thanks. Oh, also, Knights of Steel is giving out free codes for their app NPC for Hire in our Discord. So if you guys want to join our Discord, you can get that. We've got codes to give out. Very cool. You can get a Tabletop Treasure Hunters art pack for it. Also, a big shout out to Level 1 Gamers, Che and Peku and Diehard Dice. Level 1 Gamers and Diehard Dice are giving out some awesome stuff during our arena sessions. Diehard Dice is our affiliate dice partners. And Che and Peku provides lots of these gorgeous maps that you see before you right now. They have tons of them. If you guys sign up for their Patreon, you get access to all their maps, and they are just awesome and beautiful. Love them. And then just a big thanks to all of you, chat. Anybody who supports us, anybody who is Patreon, who is a subscriber, who shares us, who tells your friends. We appreciate all of you guys. You guys make this happen. So big thank you. And I believe the Company of Honor would also like to give a special shout out to our Patreons, if they wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Well, first off, we'd like to give a big thank you to the following. Alan Wolf, Ondowin Gaming, Joe Dameron, Mauricio de Verduzco, and Matthew Tsay. And Snotnot, take it away.
Right. And we also really want to say thanks to Drew Gherkin, Sam Farrow. That's fun to say. Farrow.
Yeah, Farrow.
Yeah. And then Real Life Unicorn. But I was pretty sure unicorns were real anyway. And last but not least, the Side Quest in Podcast. Pod. Peas in a pod.
Ooh, sounds delicious.
Yes. So thank you. And thank you for allowing us to, come into your little squares of vision and entertain you or annoy you. Either way, it's fun for me.
Yes, very well said. Very well said indeed. So thank you, everybody. Much appreciated. So let's jump into the actual session. And as you guys know, if you're following along with this season, we start every session off with a little bit of a debate, if you would, as the winners of this season are determined by renown. And renown is kind of an invisible currency that is determined by, number one, winning arenas, and equally number two, votes from you, chat. You guys get a vote who gets a bonus renown each session. So Company Honor, this is your job. We're going to have 3 polls throughout the evening, one right now, one during break, and one at the end of the session. Whoever wins the most consecutive, or the most I can't word right now. Whoever wins the most total votes throughout the evening will get a bonus renown. So Company of Honor, why don't you tell us right out the gates today, why do you think Company of Honor deserves everyone's vote?
Well, Snotnot and I have been working very hard behind the scenes to really just spread love all across Galarion. We've got quite a few things in the works that we want to keep secret for now that involve maybe a little bit of matchmaking. So, I mean, a vote for us is a vote for love. Peace and love. Snotnot.
Yeah, especially love for Longshanks, because Lady Longshanks said I couldn't change my divine weapon until I got at least one couple together. So I'm very eager to, make matches happen.
Yeah.
In a good way.
And also so they can love each other.
Yes. Love wins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shaylin would agree, as Shaylin is blessing Pjalb today. So wonderful.
Yeah.
Well said, Company of Honor. Goldbloods. What do you have to say to that? Why do Goldbloods deserve the vote tonight?
As you imagine X tonight, I want you to imagine him a little bit preoccupied. He is kind of in the creative process of writing a song. And so he might be a little distracted, and he apologizes to chat already. But he's crafting a song that he hopes will change the world. And so throughout tonight, he needs some inspiration. So if you want to throw some chat love his way, maybe we can work that into the music. And I think even Margot's has some inspiration or something.
She's had something. Margot is going to approach X and be like, X, look, I know you've been working soups hard on like writing your song, and I think I've got it. I think I figured it out. And she's gonna pull something out, like a little paper out of her dress, and it's gonna say on the outside, okay, don't get that excited. Oh my gosh. And then she's just gonna say, like, and it's on the paper, it says like, reminder, sing this for X. It's great. And if chat knows what song this is, then you know what song this is, and I'm very proud of you. But here we go.
I'm so excited.
So she's gonna go, okay, X. Sorry, I need to keep my life straight. Okay, X, prepare to be totes inspired. And she's gonna like clear her throat. Let me turn down the music on my end. Okay, here we go. She counts herself off like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go Goldbloods, Goldbloods, give it up for the Goldbloods. Margot Teal and X are so awesome, awesome. Goldbloods, Goldbloods, give some love to the Goldbloods. Come on, X, play some jams now. Rockin' hard, yeah. Rockin' hard, yeah. We've won. Goldblood's gonna win the competition. And then she ends like this.
That is fantastic.
Can we have her roll a performance check, just out of curiosity?
Oh, it's a nat 20.
Yes.
Nat 20?
It felt like a 20 to me.
I love it.
Do you want me to roll for you, X, since you have the discerning ear?
No, you know what? X will take that. He'll take
Oh,
it.
man.
He saw the heart of the music,
Yeah.
and that's what matters. Speaking of love tonight, yeah, it definitely came through.
I'd vote for that. Yeah.
I just thought I'd share, my skills with everyone. So thank you all for listening. And she kind of does a bow.
Love it. So that is our 2 guilds tonight. Let's have a production, if you would. We'll get that first poll going up very shortly. Company of Honor represented by Snotnot and Pjalb, and the Goldbloods represented by X and Margot. So toss up those votes when you see it. If you got friends, let them know. Tell your friends to vote. The more, the merrier. You guys keep it interesting. So now that we have got that done, let us talk about the session. So last time on the Company of Honor's previous job, they were investigating some disappearances along the road. When they found the source of those disappearances, they found that there were people that were being taken by seemingly a cult of goblins. They were taking people to some sort of underground mining system, and they were forcing them to battle against one another. If the people refused to fight, they were being sacrificed to some sort of crazy ritual. If the people won, they were supposed to be set free, but as they found out from the few people that they rescued, the people who won the fights were not being set free and were in fact being shipped to somewhere else. Now, during that job, they also found a letter in the office of one of the goblins there that was inviting that group of goblins, after they had finished their initiation and had somebody ascended, which is still a bit vague, that they were supposed to either go to Attire or to Parley Point in the Shackles. The Goldbloods have decided to go investigate Parley Point in the Shackles, and so that is where we're at today. The Company of Honor is to investigate and see what's going on with this cult, and more importantly, to see if they can possibly rescue some people who may have been taken here. So that's where we left off last time, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now, you guys, as you know, when you guys have distant travel, the Alliance provides for you guys these magical lightning glyphs, which are actually a magical item. You clack a couple of stones together, these birds of pure lightning form, and they're very fast. You guys can ride them to your destinations. So you guys have probably at least used those for the majority of your travel, as the Shackles is quite a ways away. But I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. How do you guys want to approach Parley Point? Parley Point is a small town in the Shackles. it is just a small little dockside town, not much to it. How would you guys like to approach? Do you guys want to come in blazing glory on these magical glyphs landing in, or are you guys wanting to land somewhere a bit off the path and then do some quiet travel the rest of the way in?
I think we need to take a key from my cousin, P-Lobe, and like ninja up, like just low key, check out the surroundings, because we don't know, maybe the whole fishing village is in on it. Because you remember your aunt, my mother, when she stole like all of those human miners and then served them for dinner for like 3 months, like, you know, like that could totally be what we're about to walk into.
Right. We should totally not ride the griffins for that reason. Whereas internally, Pjolb was just excited because he was a little scared about the prospect of climbing onto such a majestic and large creature. And so he says, yeah, I'm all for that. What do you think, Your Highness? And, oh my gosh, the King of Rock himself.
You can call me X. It's fine. Yeah,
All
I
right,
usually
X.
like to make a big entrance, but I mean, this is your gig. I'll follow your lead.
Oh, don't worry, X. You'll get your big reveal. I'm sure we'll have like a stage and a whole rock and roll concert at the end. But like,
I have got some flyers I need to hand out.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty
Alright.
sure X's big entrance is actually contractual. So at some point, it'll probably have to happen.
it'll be like really cool if it's like a reveal. Ta-da!
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
can work. I can work that. That's
X
cool.
the Bard walks amongst you, and like, you know, that would be cool.
Yeah.
But yes, we
I'm
agree
gonna-
with whatever you want to
I'm
do.
gonna write that down. X the Bard walks among you.
Thank you, Emperor Margot.
Okay.
You're welcome, Pjolb.
Wait, she's an
Absolutely.
empress? I didn't know this.
Oh shoot, I've been saying the wrong word. Empress. My bad.
Oh, no. You said it. You're royalty?
Yeah.
That is super sweet. I'm actually not a real like empress or queen, but I am definitely the queen of my own life. So if you want to keep calling me that, I am soups fine with that. Totes.
Absolutely.
Oh, we need to make sure that both X and the Empress stay safe, because
Yes.
I don't think Lady Longshanks would be happy if they ended up dead. That would be sad.
Yeah, that's true.
Wonderful. Okay, so you guys, now did I hear correctly? You guys are going to land kind of off the path a little bit, and you guys are going to enter by normal means?
I think
That
that's
is
what we
what
settled
you
on.
heard. Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very good. Yeah, so there's plenty of area outside of Parley Point to land. Now, as you guys are flying in, you guys probably get a very beautiful sight. Parley Point is right on the coast of the ocean. So as you guys are flying in, you get that kind of sea breeze just wafting up as you guys are flying through the sky. Air gets a little bit chilly, but you guys just see a gorgeous ocean out on the horizon. The sun is just starting to come up as you guys are arriving early in the morning. You guys find a clearing to land, maybe a good 30 minutes walk to not draw too much attention to yourselves. So you guys land there. And are there any preparations you guys would like to do before you guys head on into town? Also, I will mention, Margot, you have been blessed by Gorum, enhancing your battle skills and strength. And X has been blessed by Torag, same as Snotnot, improving your defenses.
All right. Thank you.
Can you just give me a Layla? I'm just deciding if I want to summon my Phantom Steed.
For sure.
Is terrain kind of appropriate for mounted? We're on the coast here.
Yeah, you're on the coast. So I mean, it's a pretty clear shot to Parley Point. It's pretty much just open land, like hills at best. So not anything too crazy that your Phantom Steed couldn't handle.
Well, then I'm going to do it. I
Very
cast.
good.
Well, it's 10 minutes of preparation, so if we have some time to do some of that, he
Early morning, got plenty of time if your team's down with it.
summons Wild Stallion, his Phantom Steed.
Very good. And what does that look like when you summon it?
Oh man, so it kind of coalesces out of mist, and it turns this dark, smoky color, and then he can make the mane kind of ignites if he ever decides that it needs to.
Nice. I love it. Very good. Yeah, this steed apparates magically. Are you mounted as soon as you summon it, or do you summon and then mount?
Yeah, so last time in the arena, I wanted to summon it underneath me, and I'm gonna like test that out. And so he like summons it and just like he's mounted.
Yeah, absolutely. Works perfectly.
All right. Tousles his hair back and he says, "Okay, let's go." And can phantom steeds, I don't know, are they strong enough to carry somebody? I'd be more than happy to.
So you as a medium creature, you can carry one small creature on it with you without issue, which is this whole party.
Oh yeah.
We're tiny.
I'm the giant, and then I'm mounted.
Mhm.
He puts his hand out. Probably Margot, since he knows her best. Margot, hey, come on up.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. These are new shoes.
And Snot glares at Margot.
And Snot, as you're glaring, you feel that your guild bag of items that sometimes your guild sends you, or recently some strange things from not your guild have been coming through. But yeah, you feel a little bit of weight to it. And inside, there are a couple of potions tied together with some twine with a little note attached that says, "The Archdevil blesses you. Long live Lady Longshanks." And you've got
Lady Longshanks.
You've got a potion of water breathing, and you've got a moderate healing potion.
We'll swim with the fishies now.
Also, there's been a character request fact, X, while you're prepping your spells. Somebody wants to know about your Phantom Steed. Give us a fact about this Phantom Steed.
Fact about the Phantom Steed. I will actually, this is kind of a secret here amongst, no one else knows this, but X decided to get a Phantom Steed because of Teal's tags. Teal has this horse, and he's always kind of been a little bit jealous of how much good treatment that horse gets. This is some like suppressed stuff for X, but that is actually the real reason why he decided to start casting this thing.
Wonderful. Now I'm going to give a 2-for-1 on this character fact. I have a follow-up question. Does X think that his steed is cooler than Teal's?
We actually had this conversation, a tangential conversation about this. X doesn't understand the relationship between like pets and, he doesn't understand relationships generally, but between pets and like their owners. And so anyway, there's a partnership between Teal and Tag that X just thinks it's the rockinest thing, and he can go fast, and it matches his hair, and that's about it.
Fantastic. I love it. Great character fact. Thank you very much. Also, Snot and Puyallup, you guys are straight up to major blessings. So
wow.
Chat giving you guys some love tonight. Not even any villain points yet. It's all
Thank you, Chat.
Awesome. Thank you.
I don't want to die.
No one's gonna die.
Yeah. Also, just to be clear, X is jealous of Teal's horse because Teal gives the horse lots of attention.
I don't know if X sees it that way, but if you like a psychiatrist would say that's the diagnosis. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm still figuring out Longshank relationships, so just don't mind me.
If you figure it out, tell X.
Okay.
Awesome. Very good. Also, a couple more things. Chat's going crazy. Love it. Now, Goldbloods, you guys won the first vote by a single vote. So we've got Goldbloods off to an early lead there. Also, Puyallup, there's an item in your bag as well from the Archdevil. It is some sailor's attire. Now, this is interpretive. It's tailored for you. So why don't you tell me what that sailor's attire looks like?
So as Puyallup cracks open his guild bag, he notices just something like bright blue that's catching his eye. So he starts like digging in there, and you just see his feet dangling up above the bag. And as he starts rummaging around. You just see him fall into the bag, and he's like swimming around in there. But then he pops up, and you just see him wearing a tiny little sailor's hat that just covers like 1/3 of his head, with like a little flag on top of it. It kind of looks like a little sailboat, but then he has just like a white collar alternating blue and white, and his shorts are maybe just a little bit like above his knees, but he definitely looks like a neat little sailor pilled, and he does a quick salute. He's like, "Aye, aye, Captain."
No one will know you don't belong here.
And as you salute from that outfit, you see drop a couple of little vials. There's a couple of potions there for you as well. Moderate potion of healing and a potion of water breathing.
Margot is going to run up to Pjolb and be like, "Oh my gosh, I love this for you. You can never, ever not wear this. This is amazing."
Yeah?
It's pretty sweet, cuz. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Empress Margot. And he's gonna dig back around. It's like, let me find. Thank you, Unicorn. You're the best.
Fantastic. Love it. All right, I think we're all caught up on chat reactions. So, now, Pjolp, there is no immediate apparent benefits to that sailor's attire, but if you ever want to equip it, you just let me know when, and it's yours.
Sweet.
All right. So, you guys are heading in. Did I hear that Margot's riding on the steed as well?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are heading into Parley Point on a phantom steed. I imagine you guys are sticking together. X isn't like, charging ahead, far ahead of everybody on the steed, yeah?
No, I mean, we're X would probably even let the goblins lead the way, as they kind of have the lay of the situation a little better.
Very good. Yeah, so you guys go prancing into town on a steed, led by a couple of goblins. And up ahead, you guys see a pretty bustling town. It's not very large. It's kind of just a town formed on the docks. There's a few buildings here and there. Definitely seems like there's a whole lot of taverns. Now, the general immediate thing that you get is this is not like, there's no like noble folk here. This town, definitely the general flavor of people seems to clearly be a bit on the rough side. There's a lot of scowls. There is a lot of armed people. You just get kind of a sketchier vibe from this town for sure. And yeah, you guys are entering town here on your phantom steed. You guys are getting some looks here towards the magical horse, but other than that, nothing too big yet. What are you guys doing?
I think Margot's just gonna kind of look around and just kind of look to the goblins and say, "So where do you think we should go from here?"
I'm gonna throw my hood up, just to kind of maybe hide the. Normally, I'm very like, "Look, I'm a goblin," but the sketchy vibe is making me go, "I need to do some sort of recon." Where's the closest pub that I could step into real quick?
You can see that there is a pub just up ahead. It is called the Fish and Bone.
Can you remind X the names? Well, we're looking for some faction, right? Like, we don't have a name to go off. This is just kind of.
That's a good point. How about let's have Pjolb, would you mind reading for me out loud for chat? I'll put this up for everybody to see. Let's read the letter that you guys retrieved on your previous job.
The letter from Vulan?
Yeah, there it is. I just put it up.
All right. So it says, "A warm welcome to you and all of your new Kyrgyzstans." So I can't read the name. The Avengers of the Arm are honored to have such an ambitious group of new prospects. As we discussed over our meal, follow the ritual just as we practiced it. This may take many subjects and some patience. Once someone ascends, you will know it. Once you have no fewer than 2 ascended recruits, you are to meet at Parley Point in the Shackles if your group excels in magic, or Kathir if you lack it. May the fist crush the unfair. Vulin.
And as Pjalb is checking over that letter, and you're finishing reading it, and you guys are heading towards this Fish and Bone Tavern, Margot, you see a familiar face exit the tavern there, and looks over towards the magical horse, and then immediately stops and starts approaching each of you. This is a small halfling girl. She has got dark brown hair. She's wearing some leather armor. She's armed with a couple of daggers on her side, not currently drawing them, but you can see them on her belt clearly. Unfamiliar to you that you don't remember, Margot. You know this is somebody you know, but she has violet eyes, and you don't recall that before. And you see her walk up to you guys, and she looks directly at Margot. Mavis?
Oh, hi. No, sorry. That's my twin sister. I'm Margot. How do you know Mavis?
Oh, it's Margot. Wow, you two really do look a lot alike.
Well, we are identical twins, so that definitely helps in that regard.
Right.
Sorry, but yeah, how do you know Mavis?
Well, we've met in passing once. I mean, you and I. Me and Mavis used to work together. You can call me Teeny. That ring a bell?
Oh my gosh, Teeny. Oh my, it's been like forever. How are you doing? What are you doing here? This is so far from where we last saw you.
Well, came out here for work. I could ask you the same thing. Oh my God. Is that X?
Absolutely. And she's going to immediately like turn all the attention to X. Like, this is the X.
Hey.
X, tell her about all the things that you do. She'll kind of hop down from the horse.
Calistria's whip. I bet Mavis is so jealous. You're traveling around with X?
Oh, you know Mavis. She doesn't really care about that kind of stuff.
I mean,
bit.
she never said it, but I'm sure she'd be a bit jealous.
Maybe just a little bit. Just a tad.
X, feeling some attention on him, he actually pulls out a flyer out of his satchel. Hey, yeah, you wanna? I mean, we got shows and stuff. What's up?
Oh, and we have got said flyer.
That's right. This is a creation of one of our fellow adventurers, Sokra. Well, not Sok Cash Miss on the internet. Designed this for us. In the game, though, Teal had this commissioned by Miss Cash.
Miss Cash. Yeah, very, very reputable designer.
I've heard of her.
Yeah, he's going to talk up his show. He's going to actually, because he doesn't get too distracted from his mission. I mean, he's got things to do. So he's actually going to ask a little bit about the Avengers here as well. If he could slip in this Teeny?
Teeny. Her name's Teeny.
And how are you asking about the Avengers?
Thinking that we got a friendship here, he's just gonna go in for it. Like, hey, you know each other? Yeah, we're here looking for this Avengers.
Oh, that's surprising. Aren't you guys with that big alliance or whatever?
Yeah.
I mean, I know X is, and I imagine you're Goldbloods, is it?
Yes, I am part of the Goldbloods too, with X and with Teal. We're just here just wanting to learn more about this group, you know?
She folds her arms and looks all of you over for a minute. And I mean, what do you want to know about the Avengers of the Arm?
I mean, what? Oh, go ahead, X, please.
Just casual. I mean, we hear these rumors, right? And we just kind of, and I'm of course an artist looking for lyrics for this song I'm writing. And come on, I mean, they seem like interesting subjects of sorts.
I would agree.
So you're looking to songwrite for him. Well,
I think it's more getting like inspiration. From...
It's inspiration. I mean, it's like you change the names and stuff like that.
she goes walking up and she gets like pretty close to Pjalb and looks at him. She's about the same height as you, a bit taller Pjalb, so she looks down at you. What about you two? What guild are you with?
Company of Honor.
That's so the goody goods, huh?
Yeah, we're the best.
Well, that's interesting. Listen, I would suggest that you just forget about these Avengers of the Arm for your inspiration. They're just a big sham. Nothing you got to worry about.
Have you had a run-in with them? How do you know?
I mean, they're around here.
Where do they like to hang out? Personally, I'm here, so X is here, to get inspiration. I'm here because I don't know if you know this about the Goldbloods, but we really love to party. And it sounds like these people have an interesting way of doing it. And I'm always open to just learning new things about different, ways of doing stuff. And so where do they hang out? I'd love to just kind of see what they do.
Good.
What they're all
Listen,
about.
they're pretty exclusive. I don't think you're going to get a hangout unless you're looking to join them.
Oh, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah,
That's what you're here for?
You didn't ask
goody
me.
good from the Company of Honor is going to be joining the Avengers of the Arm.
Company of Honor, part-time gig,
Wait, are you new Kyrgyzstan?
What do you think? Just because I don't run my mouth like the others.
Why don't you roll me a deception? It's not. He kind of looks you up and down.
I gotta find it first.
Yeah, no, you're good.
All right, there I am. An 11.
Listen, if there's an explanation for it, I could see that you'd be here for that. But I don't know. Listen, Mavis was a real good friend of mine. I owe her a lot. If you really have somebody wanting to join them, I can introduce you. Though you might not want to mention the Company of Honor bit.
That's fair.
I mean, I guess you could, but you're going to have to understand what a new Kyrgyzstan is.
What about Kyrgyz?
Well, listen, Kyrgyz, great deity. But you see, the Avengers of the Arm, they're looking for somebody to replace him. They're pretty legit, too. I mean, they've got somebody lined up that I think could be a way better deity than Kyrgyz. Somebody not so forgiving.
Wait, they're trying to kill their god?
Not kill him, just replace him. Maybe give Kyrgyz a new role. That's what they're all about. I mean, think about it. How many games, you guys do your arena or whatever, right?
Or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. If somebody was to cheat in that arena, how would you feel about that?
Pretty bad.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good thing. That would go over bad.
Yeah, now see, Kyrgyz supports the fair competition, but he doesn't enforce it. Cheaters should be pounded into the ground and sent to some sort of special hell. You know what I mean?
The 7th of the 7th, yeah.
Competition is way too loose right now. We need somebody up there with the rest of the deities, bringing a little more punishment to those people.
Okay. So
sorry, go ahead, not please.
No. So you're looking to they're not necessarily you or Teeny, but they're looking for someone to really lay down the law. No wiggle room, no mercy. This is it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense. Now, see, if you can believe that, then maybe they're the right group for you and you don't even have to fake it.
Who said anything about faking it?
Well, I don't know if I buy it. Are you ascended?
I'd have to roll deception.
Would you like to roll deception?
Yes, I am ascended.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
No, I'm not. I'm really bad at lying tonight.
She gets really close and she kind of like she walks like a full circle around you. Nah, you're not ascended. If you are, you did it wrong.
He kind of excuses his, kind of steps in front of the snot.
These two.
And he actually, I'm going to kind of turn to the group, and he says, kind of just maybe a little bit out of earshot, he says, "Hey, if this is the way in, I mean, I'm vaguely interested already, so it wouldn't be hard pressed for me to just go all in. So, I mean, do you want me to find these guys? Do the whole new recruit thing?"
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
All right.
Because I'm not good at lying today.
Are you like doing like a huddle away from Teeny, or is this right in front of Teeny?
This is trying to be discreet, but not trying to. I mean, yeah. This is maybe a stealth check. You're gonna kind of, I don't know, whatever you want to say. It's not trying to like separate ourselves, but.
What would that entail?
Yeah, I mean, so X is gonna turn back and say, "Hey, look, yeah, show me the peeps. I could get in. Like what?"
Listen, I don't. She looks towards Margot. Does your sister know what you're doing out here?
I mean, I tell her what she needs to know because I think she'd get worried sometimes, you know, because these are fairly dangerous missions. But I'd say that's about it. Would you like me to tell her that you say hi?
No, it's best she doesn't know what I'm doing out here.
Oh.
She's a sweet girl, and I hope she ended up somewhere better than I did. Anyways, if y'all really want to meet the Avengers of the Arm, I don't think they're going to take you in or let you. They're not even going to really give you time of the day if you're not ascended. I don't think any of you know what that means. But
no idea, really.
As a favor to Mavis, why don't you stay the night here? Tomorrow morning, they're going out on a boat. I'll see if I can get you invited to it.
That would be so amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Listen, are y'all short on coin?
No, I think we're okay.
I'm always short.
She's gonna pull 4 gold coins out of a satchel on the side, and she's gonna hand one to each of you. Rooms are on me tonight, all right?
Can X get just a read on this? He said there's been a few triggers for him. He wants to kind of get like, is she being honest, and is she have intentions other than helping us out?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a blind perception if you could.
I will do that for you. Let's see here. I remember how.
So when you go to click the perception roll, it's under utilities. Attributes.
Okay.
And then when you click the perception, there's a drop down at the bottom for roll mode. You can set it to blind GM roll.
Blind GM mode. Here it goes.
And only I can see the result here. You're getting a hard time getting a read on her. You don't fully trust her. You're not getting like any super sinister vibes off of her, but she doesn't seem to really be taking you all seriously. And she seems like she's maybe just trying to get you out of her hair.
Understandable. X hands her a flyer and says thanks. See ya.
I mean, this show's pretty far away. I probably won't be able to catch it, but thanks. Can you sign it? Did you sign this already?
Oh yeah, sigil right there.
Hey, you sign it on the back, something personal?
Hey, anything for a fan. What do you want me to say?
Whatever. Speak from the heart.
All right.
That's how it's going to be worth the most.
He says, "What a pleasant acquaintance in the streets of this fine town. X.
That's good. I get a fair price. Thanks. She carefully rolls it up, puts it on a pouch on the side of her belt. All right, I'll meet you all here tomorrow morning at sunup. All right. Until then, enjoy the sights or whatever.
As she starts going away, I'm gonna turn to the group and be like, I'll just catch up with you. I want to chat with her really quick. And then I want to just talk to Teeny for a second. Teeny, I have 2 questions. If you have a moment, is this okay?
Yeah, I got nowhere to be yet.
Awesome. Okay, first question. I don't remember you having violet eyes before, but that is amazing with your skin. How did that happen?
Thanks. I am ascended.
Oh my gosh, you're ascended, and she's gonna oh, how did that go for you? That's amazing.
It's complicated. Basically, it's just some powerful magic. It changed my eyes. That's the short of it. You don't need to know any more than that.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to pry. And I guess my most important second question, I won't say anything to Mavis because you just asked me not to, but are you okay? Are you how did you end up here? This just seems a little dark from what I remember Mavis telling me about you.
It's been a rough bout, but I'm doing great now. I've got a good family with me here, and I'm going to be okay.
Okay, well, just know that I know that, we didn't really know each other, but I can be here for you too. I'm basically Mavis, just a little bit more flair. So, good to see you.
Yeah, it's not really the same, but thanks.
Okay, well, see ya. She's just gonna go off.
Okay. She goes walking away. You see her just head off down one of the docks. What are you guys doing?
We are not sleeping anywhere tonight. That's for sure. Before I go any further, Margot, did you tell us anything of what Teeny just told you?
Sorry, I was muted. I think she'd come back when Teeny's for sure gone and we feel like we're in a place that we can talk a bit more openly. Yeah, so I've met her only a few times before. She worked mostly with my sister when they would go to the market when we were all servants together. But she let me know, so she did not have those violet eyes before, which I think are beautiful. But she told me that didn't happen until after she ascended. So she is ascended. It's not. I don't know if that's the sign or what, but
so she's probably a part of the group we're looking for.
I would say so. Maybe keep that close to your chest. I'm not sure if she really wanted us to know because she didn't say that out loud when we were all together.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And she's probably gonna go tell everybody else that we're here in town looking for them.
That's possible. It's just so weird. The Teeny that Mavis knew is not this
mean
halfling, and yeah, I don't know, but I asked her if she was okay and she said she's fine, so I don't know, but yeah, we should probably keep watch tonight.
Cool.
Yeah, X he says I remember this time I was playing this show in this rough town. He says, things got a little rough and some fights broke out and stuff, and maybe we shouldn't stay at the hotel. I think I remember that very clearly. Remember that being a bad idea that night, and so hey, maybe we make camp somewhere else.
That sounds like a good idea.
I have no qualms sleeping on the beach or in the woods.
Okay.
Maybe heal up. What do you think? Have we blown our cover?
Well, I have a disguise in my bag, so I can just swap into that, and then we'll never know.
So we know there's a boat. I mean, they're going on a boat. Let's go get a boat ourselves and go do this.
Yeah.
I don't know what we want to do.
That's a great idea, X.
Never been on a boat before. Yeah, let's get a boat.
Is that where we're sleeping?
Maybe. I don't know. Can you handle close quarters? I sometimes shed teeth in my sleep.
Oh, I'll just sleep on the other side of the room. It's
Oh,
fine.
okay, cool. Well, of the boat. And if
Yes.
anyone ends up with any of my teeth, give them back because I use them for other things. Like slug chocolates.
No, oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's okay. That
Yeah,
was
we'll
both
get you some
emails.
next time, Empress.
Yes. You get the next batch.
Yep.
You so much. Okay, where is this boat that we're talking about?
You
Well-
guys see quite a notable trio of characters come walking by you all. And as soon as they do, they all kind of stop and turn towards you. There are 3 orcs / half-orcs. One of them appears to be a young half-orc girl that is in like a full-on unicorn onesie. One of them is a half-orc gentleman that's dressed in a very, very nice clothing. Something that's like for a big formal event, and a little unicorn pin on his breast. And the third is a very rugged-looking large orc with a couple of big fluffy unicorn pauldrons on. All of them stop. They look towards you. The little girl gets very excited. Oh, you're from the First World Fortune Seekers Alliance.
That's
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, can I shake all of your hands?
I'll do you one better. He takes out a flyer. The X takes out a flyer. How do you want it signed?
You're gonna sign it for me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, please. Whatever you want. Maybe a new song lyric.
He just draws like a really big unicorn on the back and hands it. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. And she clutches it to her chest and then kind of smooths it out as if she's worried that she just crumpled it too much. Mr. X?
Yeah.
She points a finger up at you and like beckons you to get closer.
Move
Dark
forward.
things are on those tides.
Did you say dark things
Uh-huh.
are on the tides?
Oh, please, don't
Whoa,
mind
whoa,
my
whoa! Wait a minute.
don't mind my
No,
daughter
no.
here.
No.
Shh.
I need to write that down. Dark things on the tides. That is true.
It looks
Inspiration.
like your daughter just inspired X. Congratulations, she's amazing.
This is excellent. Anything else, little one?
Well, if it's just lyrics, that's fine, but just know there's no dark things on the tides. In fact, I can feel Serenre herself blessing each and every one of you today.
I mean, that's
Farewell, travelers, and I'm sorry for the interruption.
No
Oh,
problem.
not at
I mean,
all.
Not at all.
I'm being service.
Hey, you know what I think about the tides?
Are you
You
gonna
should
tell
all
us?
go drown yourselves in them. Watch where you're walking, loot man.
Yeah, that doesn't rhyme and have as much.
The big
Dramatic
orc just
flair.
kind of puts a hand on you and shoves you aside, and all of them just go walking on.
Oh my gosh. Well, that
Ooh.
was an experience.
Are you okay, X?
I have been struck by inspiration, so I need a few minutes, maybe a drink. I don't think we've blown our cover so much that we can't find a tavern. Does that seem agreeable?
Food,
All right.
boat, sleep.
To the
That
tavern.
sounds like a plan.
Solid.
Yes.
Okay, you guys are hitting up a tavern.
Oh yeah.
Sounds
Very
like
good.
it.
You
Yeah.
mentioned the fish and bone.
Fish and Bones is right next to you guys. If that's where you guys want to go.
Sounds great.
Very good. Yeah, you guys get inside this tavern, and true to its name, it smells quite fishy. You get a very strong seafood ocean smell wafting up. There's a lot of tenants in here. You guys see a pretty rugged crowd in here as well. You see a lot of people clearly just fully sloshed. There's people singing off tune drunkenly. A bunch of sea shanties being sung around. There's gambling. There's drinking. It's bustling in here.
Is there like when you say singing, is there like legit like bard singing, or is it just
There is
Drunken
nothing that I
sailors.
think would get anywhere near impressing X. but there is attempts at singing.
Okay. X storms in and he strums his lute and he says to, kind of behind him, I'll loosen him up. You guys maybe do some rounds. And he kind of begins to play some sailor songs that he learned as a kid.
Very good. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perform check.
Skills, performance, goes. And I am using, and of course he has his sling that he earned from the Goldbloods. Just kind of, it's just this impressive looking slingshot.
Yes.
Charisma bonuses.
That is from the community challenge from you guys, chat. Both Marga and X have a beautifully crafted mercenary weapon from their guild due to the community challenge unlock.
So you rolled a 26.
26. Yeah. So, you get in there, you start performing these sea shanties. You immediately draw a very big crowd and people are excited and rowdy. There is coins being thrown at you. There is mugs of ale being thrown at you, like as if somebody's trying to share the drink, but they really just throw the mug because they're too drunk to realize what they're doing. People start fighting in the middle of the celebrating. It gets really rowdy. Bunch of people recognize you as soon as you start playing. You hear a bunch of people. Oh, that's X from Absalom. Whoa!
And X, of course, is eating it up and hopefully catching the eye of the rest of the group and trying to get them. But I also have the hobnobbler feat. Could I just kind of keep my ears open to catch phrases and things like that? I don't know if that's
for sure
applicable.
Yeah, I'll keep note of that for now.
That's what I'm doing.
Awesome. What are the rest of you doing? Well, X is drawing a very rowdy crowd.
Since that is definitely drawing lots of attention, I think Margot's going to actually try and not draw as much attention since we're not 100% trying to blow our cover. But she is going to use her read lips to see if she can kind of see anyone talking about the Avengers of the Arm, just to see if she can glean any information while they're there.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and roll me. Now you're listening in, you said, or are you asking around?
I'm reading lips. I can read lips, yeah. So, okay.
Very good. Yeah, roll me a perception check.
Okay. And I think, oh no, because I'm not trying to see if someone's trying to beguile me. So, skills, no. Oh, here we are, perception. Roll, baby, roll.
Ooh, that was almost an that one. That was
I know. My heart stopped.
It was tilting on that one. So that's a 24.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you kind of just looking around the bar now. A majority of the patrons now are getting in on the X celebrations, but there are some people still kind of keeping to themselves and drinking. Notably, you catch a couple of them catch your attention. There is just a beautiful, striking elf woman sitting at the bar. She is in some very decorative armor. She's got these bright blue piercing eyes that almost seem to draw your attention to them. It almost feels forcible. You've never seen eyes quite so blue. She's also wearing this very nice, pretty pendant that's glowing slightly. It looks like a dragon's eye hanging on a necklace. It appears to be magical of some sort. So she draws your attention. And shortly after that, you see that there is another man that stands out from among the crowd. He's not wearing a shirt. He's just in trousers. He's got these glowing tattoos all over his body. He is big. He looks very strong. He's got kind of a tall top knot for his hair, and his eyes are glowing this, or almost not glowing, but misting with this glowing blue mist. You see him walk up to her, finishes a drink and sets it down, and you can catch from a distance. You don't catch the whole conversation as they're conversing, but something draws your attention, which is the Avengers of the Arm stand ready. And you read that on his lips.
Okay. Interesting. But none of them have violet light coming off of them in any way.
Nope.
Like I saw with Teeny. Okay. Stand ready. Okay. Thank you. I think what I'll do is, I guess Not and Pulb, are you guys near me, or have we like spread out?
Well, Pulb went to go officially equip, change into said sailor outfit. And I'd say like this is one of the times where you'll actually see Pulb's red eyes, but he doesn't have his mask or his goggles or his cloak or anything on. He's really leaning into like just being a totally different person. He's trying to put on a more gruff sailor-like demeanor to kind of mix in. But I guess depending on how long it took for you to notice those things, Pulb is probably out of the restroom already.
Yeah, and you would, as you come out changed in this attire, there is a lot of goblins around here. You guys probably feel right at home in terms of goblins being all over the place. What about you, Snot? What are you doing?
I want to see if I recognize any family. So anybody that would be from like a cousin or an aunt or in our kind of clan.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
And then I look at the wrong place. There we go. Yay, the dice don't hate me anymore. 24.
A 24. So you definitely don't recognize any family. But you do see that there is a whole lot of goblins in here. And as you're looking around for family, you do notice that they all seem to be grouped together. They all seem like they're there as one group. You can see them chatting with each other, interacting with each other. And there's also a hobgoblin there, a female hobgoblin, with kind of this very fancy purple headdress that matches her kind of rose-colored skin. And you can see that all these goblins are treating her almost like she's some sort of authoritative figure. Kind of like how like they're treating her with a lot of respect. Some of them seem to be bringing her drinks and serving her. Not sure what that means, but that's what you pick up on as you're keeping an eye out for family.
Cool. I'm gonna buy the hobgoblin a drink. See what I can find out about Elf Lady.
Very good. Okay.
X is making noise.
Yeah, so you're sending a drink to Hobgoblin. X is performing. Pulb, what do you do when you are all changed and out and about?
Pulb is gonna look for Margot, and he's gonna kind of gesture so that he can whisper in her ear and say, "All right, I've got my disguise on. From now on, my name is Bloip."
Bloip.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Did you come up? Bloip. Did you come up with that by yourself?
Yeah, I thought no one would expect it. It's the exact opposite of Pulb.
You know, I see the direction you're going, and I love it. And you are Bloip, absolutely.
Thank you, Empress.
She'll kind of bow.
And what are you doing, Margot? Now you caught that conversation. They chatted for a minute. Shortly after, you saw her give some sort of parchment, that large glowing gentleman, and then he goes leaving the tavern.
What does the elf lady do after she gives the parchment?
She's just sitting down at the bar. She's turned away from the bar. She's watching X, having a drink.
Okay.
But she's not right up with the crowd fawning over X right now. She's just watching from a distance.
Okay, so first, because Pulb was whispering into her ear, and as she like knows like, okay, he's Bjorp now, she'll kind of like laugh like, "Oh, Bjorp, you're so naughty," and then she'll like go to whisper into his ear to kind of like act like they're flirting, but she's going to give him information about what she saw with the two the two individuals.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a stealth for me.
Okay. Let me close this. Stealth. Where are you? Okay. So that was a 25 total.
Yeah, nobody seems to give you a second glance. Great.
Okay. And so I'll ask. I think I'll just ask Pulb, like, look, do you think we should tail that guy, or do you think we should see if we can find out more about this elf woman?
Oh man. So you said she gave him something?
And then she's gonna giggle, oh my gosh, and then like, yes. yeah, yeah. Yes. He got
Oh,
it.
yeah.
He got a parchment. He got a parchment and took off.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you that he said, right, it was him that said the vendors of the arms stand ready, right, Chase?
Yep, it was him.
Okay.
And then they conversed for a moment, and she gave him a parchment. And then he departed.
Okay. So you have that information.
All right. And then Pulb is gonna do like a big exaggerated yawn and say, looks like Bloip is ready to go to bed. I'm gonna leave now. And then Pulb is gonna start walking out the door after the gentleman.
A goblin goes walking by you. Too many drinks last night.
You know it, buddy. Haha.
Yeah. Bad beds here. They taste fine, though.
Oh. Thank you. I appreciate that. Bloip appreciates that.
Bloip, that's a good name.
Yeah, what's yours?
Why are you asking my name for? Stop asking so many questions. Too much pressure.
I gave you my name.
He goes scurrying away.
I gave you my name.
You see he goes running over and he sits down by that hobgoblin woman who Snotnot is now walking towards with a couple of drinks ready. So Snotnot, what are you doing?
Drink?
You just gonna go plop it down in front of her?
Would you like the drink? To the hobgoblin?
You're asking the hobgoblin? Yeah, all of the goblins get real quiet and turn towards Snotnot. They stop their chuckling and giggling and whispering. Yes, I'll take a drink. To what do I owe the occasion?
You look like you're in charge. So you would be the person to buy a drink for. Or I could buy it for the fancy elf, but you look like you know more of what's going on.
Yes, I know what's going on. I'm taking a ride on her ship today.
Fun. Have a good one. And I walk away.
Locals. And she goes and starts conversing. As soon as you walk away, the goblins start chattering and giggling and talking again. Okay. X, why don't you go ahead and roll me a perception?
Oh, you bet. There you go, a 27.
27. Yeah, so you're playing your show. You've got this whole rabble in front of you, getting really rowdy. And you can see towards the back, sitting at the bar by herself, you see this same elf woman. Same thing kind of happens to you. She is gorgeous. Her eyes are almost slightly entrancing. It really draws your attention. And as you notice her back at the bar for the first time, she gives you a little smile and she raises a drink up to you.
X, likewise, returns that smile. And he excuses himself from the crowd and he goes to talk to her.
Yeah, you stop performing, and some people, you hear some boos as you finish the performance or anything, but that's quickly quieted as somebody like just goes and punches the person who booed, and then a whole big fight breaks out. And it really just fits the tone of this bar. Nobody seems to make a big deal of it. There's just a fight going on.
And X approaches and he again pulls out of his satchel the flyer. And he says, I'm here in town drumming up support for my next show.
Well, hello. It's a pleasure to meet you, X.
Oh, I suppose my reputation precedes me.
Yes, of course. Who does not know you? One of the bards gaining quick reputation, faster than that little leafling Sapisto did.
he says, your eyes draw me. Kind of in a charming way. You know how this stuff goes, right, Chase?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she gives a grin. I have that effect on people sometimes.
He says, you in town long?
Oh, sadly, only a couple more hours.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't suppose you could make some time.
Well, I come and go. Have you ever been sailing, X?
Unfortunately, a little weak on my feet when it comes to the water.
I have a treatment for that. Listen, I would love to have a celebrity on my ship for this next little trip I'm taking. I'll only be gone for the day. Why don't you join us? Afterwards, we could perhaps grab a meal somewhere more proper than Parley's Point.
Be an honor. May I bring a few of my roadies? I never travel without my roadies.
You mean your guild member over there? And she points towards Margot.
Well, guild, roadie, I mean, you know how it is.
Yes, of course. You are all welcome on the boat.
And he bows and he says, the show must go on. And he kind of moves backwards as he plays his lute.
Yeah, she gives a big smile and does a little flirtatious laugh and seems very amused. Listen, you can't miss my boat. It's the only one out on the dock where the steering wheel is at the helm.
And she said it left today? Is that what you saying?
2 hours.
2 hours, okay. 2 hours, my lady. And he bows deeply.
And I meant to say not at the helm. I misspoke.
I was wondering, I'm like, wow, that's a lot
Yeah,
of trust.
No.
I'm the only one that feels confident in this place.
It's like, wait a minute, should you be sailing?
Are you sure you're in the right place? Chase, I think Margot was like kind of like slowly following Pulb just to make sure he was okay, but then she sees X start talking to Elf Lady, and because ovaries before broveries, she's kind of keeping an eye on that whole thing because she's got Teal's back. And then she's lip reading because I think she can really only see X at this point. And she like super rolls her eyes whenever he's like, roadie, guild member. She's like, oh, whatever. And then I want to check out the door to see if I can see Beelp.
Yeah. What are you doing, Bloip?
Or Bloip.
So, Bloip, I mean, he was gonna go tail the gentleman. I guess it depends on how fast that guy is moving, because Bloip, by contrast, Pulb kind of scuttles around, but Bloip has a strut. And so he kind of walks and he just kind of makes eye contact, and every now and then he'll give a point to someone where he's just like, yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, no, this guy, he's not moving real fast. He's got a real tall and proud stature. He walks in a direct line. He does not care who gets in his way. He clearly expects people to get out of his way. But he's just going in a normal pace. He's not running or hurrying.
Okay. I will say, Bloip would likely turn back around, and if he does see X talking with this lady, then I can imagine him like foregoing his disguise and running up to wingman a little bit.
Very good. Okay. Yeah, Bloip, you catch the tail end of their conversation.
Bloip thinks you two have tremendous chemistry.
Oh, and who is this Bloip?
X is startled. He's like, who is this guy? He doesn't even recognize him. Like,
Bloip is gonna try to casually lean.
Like, you hear me come up. No, they don't.
X realizing like the moment is getting like destroyed, like his grand exit. He's just like turns and leaves.
Where'd it go? Sorry, pretty elf lady.
2 hours.
2 hours. Cool. Don't worry, I only carry heavy things, and then I go away.
Sorry, what is it you needed, Bloip?
Oh, well, I was just, I just saw you two chatting, and whenever I see potential love in the air, Bloip wants to let it blossom.
Oh, I see. Well, I appreciate the help. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
She
Bloip,
smiles and she finishes off her drink that she's been sipping at, and then she stands up and goes walking away with a nod.
and then Bloip is gonna run over to X and say, "So what's in 2 hours?"
Yeah. And I'm gonna show up like out of nowhere as well. And what are you doing cheating on Teal? We've stunned him into silence. He's muted.
Oh no. He is speechless.
Can't even speak here. Well, he's like, he is again still shocked by Bloip. He doesn't. Yeah, he's like little dude, like little green dude. I don't know you.
He's my cousin.
Exactly.
He's my cousin.
No, he doesn't know me. It's okay. I'm Bloip.
Okay, I'm on a mission, man. I gotta go find Margot. So he goes.
Oh yeah, mutual friend.
Okay.
Margot, you're like right there now.
I know. I think I'm just
me.
watching this like,
oh
my
Margo.
gosh, like, oh my gosh, like this is.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Hey, I just got invited on this cruise deal. Like.
Yeah, I know. I hear I'm your roadie.
No, I'm the
it's
roadie.
A little bit of a stretch of the term, but it's a friend.
Roadies, friends, same
Helpers.
thing.
Anyways,
yeah, okay, so
2 hours. There's got the ship leaving. To be honest, I don't know what it has to do with the mission per se. I just saw an elf. And you know how it is.
Oh, I saw all of that.
Okay, so,
she gets a little bit cold. I saw that whole thing, X.
Yeah.
Anyway, is this like a booze cruise? What is this?
Well, it needed some music is all. There was another, what we said we needed a boat. So I said, I'm going to get a boat, and I got a boat.
You sure did. Thank you for getting a boat. Thank you so much.
Now we just got to use this boat to follow the boat that we were going to follow from your teeny friend, right?
Yeah, I think we can chat when we're not in this place, but I think I've got some information that maybe using this boat would be really good. So,
Okay, cool.
And no cheating. That's important.
Of course not.
Yeah. He doesn't know who I'm talking about, does he, Margot?
he never does.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
But you know
X
what?
would never cheat in the arena.
You're right.
Yeah.
Bloip, you're right.
Or on his Lady Longshanks. He would never
Right.
cheat on his girl or dude or whatever he's into.
Exactly.
X, do you have a song you need to go play?
Yeah, I gotta get some. So that inspiration I got earlier, it's kind of. I'm losing it. So if we want to just go find a quiet place, that usually kind of.
Let's find a piece of beach to sit on where you're not near pretty elf ladies.
All right.
Yeah.
That would definitely help me maintain some focus.
Okay, so you guys are gonna go to a beach, going somewhere more secluded.
Yeah. Well, I gotta get some clarity here because X really doesn't have any idea what's going on. Is the boat that Teeny has the same one that I just got a ride on?
No.
Wait, you're not sure yet.
We're not sure. Okay.
We're not sure.
I have to talk to you, but not in this tavern. That's what I was.
Oh, I
trying to
thought
get
we
across.
were at the beach now.
Okay.
No. Fast forward.
Yeah, no, we can fast forward to a beach for sure.
Fast forward to the beach.
Now everyone is on a warm sandy beach, a little bit off of Parley's Point.
But not too far away from the boat that we're catching a ride on.
There's a beach just off the way. It's like, just on the outskirts of Parley's Point. You can still see the docks. And actually, as you guys get out to this beach, you can see off in the distance a bunch of the ships that are docked here. And one of them really stands out. And X, you have to imagine this is the boat she was talking about. Right. There is the steering wheel is notably at the front of the boat, on the back typically, where you would typically see a wheel. And also there's very large very large sails, not right up in the center of the ship, but they're from the sides and they kind of extend up and curve to the side slightly at an angle, kind of like wings, but more vertical than horizontally out. And then there's some sort of like magical glow at the back of the ship. You can see that there's some gold letters for the name of the ship, but you're not close enough now to really make out what it says. But it is an oddity among the other standard galleons and whatnot that you see here.
Is the glow the same color as the tattooed man in the woman's eyes?
Glow here is a slight green color, so not really.
Okay.
So we should sink that boat.
Why?
Excuse me?
No, I don't think Lady Longshanks would approve of wanton destruction of property.
But I don't like how she was talking with X.
Snot. Look at me. She's gonna we'll handle it. Okay, it's handled. We're fine. It's fine.
Fire is so much quicker.
Yes, but we also really need that boat and we don't have any other options. So that's going to be our secondary focus. Okay. Our primary focus is to get on that boat. We'll have
you can sink it from the inside. I like it.
So hey, Margot, when your teeny friend,
yeah.
When did she say her boat was leaving?
This is where Chase talks like me because I forgot that detail.
Yeah,
did
no,
she
you're
say
good.
What time?
She did not.
She said she was coming back.
She said
right?
in the morning she was going to come back and see if she could get you a ride.
Okay. I think that if anything, one of us just needs to be back at the Fish and Bone just to meet her in the morning because that's when she's going to meet us.
Oh, so yeah, we maybe have time to ride this boat. Or commandeer this boat. I mean, we need a boat. We need to figure out where these Avengers folks are going. I mean,
true. That would give us time. I think that girl that you were totally flirting with. I think that
I knew it.
She's got probably
don't ship this.
Probably some
anyways
resources that these other boats maybe don't have, and so I don't know if it'd be possible to commandeer this boat. I mean, what do you think?
But somehow they're involved with the Avengers of Arms.
Absolutely. So we might not even need to commandeer if they'll just take us wherever they're going, So
we play nice and then I sink the boat.
I will let you know when it's time to sink the boat.
Okay, because I'm going to sink the boat.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Not okay with... No.
X, so she wants us there in 2 hours and she said she wants us for the day or... Like, what time is it right now, Chase?
Well, it's pretty early. You guys got here in the morning. You guys it's maybe like noon at this point.
Okay.
You mentioned some evening activities, but I think that wasn't including everybody.
Yeah, I bet there are some evening activities. So, anyway, let's also talk about how Bloit, she's just like a steamroll. Bloit also saw that man go. Where did you see him go, Bloip?
I saw him go that way.
You just saw him leaving the tavern.
Okay,
and then
but
he
you came
went back
back in, that's right.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
So there's our other lead. That's all we've got for now. Any other ideas?
Well, we got 2 more hours to look around. Maybe
Is
hire a boat.
It's also true.
Is it high tide or low tide?
It's high tide.
While you're thinking on that, that might be a good idea because we won't have a boat tomorrow, and it sounds like that's when we're going to need it to follow whomever. So yeah, maybe it'd be good to see if we can hire out a boat, unless we commandeer it while you're busy this evening, X.
All right. Well, let's figure that out later.
Is
So 2 hours. We're gonna go on the boat. In the meantime, we're gonna look for a boat for tomorrow. Hey, let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Right.
So you guys are gonna go see if you can find a boat to like purchase. Was that what we're going
Like
for?
charter.
higher for a day.
Hire for a day. Okay, yeah, for sure. Go ahead. Now you have Hobnobber, right, X?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a performance, why don't you?
You bet.
If you're wanting to, you can use performance, or you can just use good old-fashioned diplomacy. You can use intimidate if you want to shake some people down.
You know what? He's on a roll. Sir, you see a man about a boat.
Can Bloip go with X to be like his bodyguard?
It was not a great roll. 17.
17. Pretty good on a 2 for your roll. Yeah, so as you're searching around, most of the boats are occupied, but you run across this really quirky looking gnome with a very patchy beard with some burn spots in it, an eye patch, and then a monocle on the one good eye. You see some firearms on this gnome side, which are quite uncommon. They come from Numeria. They're not something you see very often, but you've heard they're quite dangerous. And he's sitting there with just a small little sloop at the dock, and he's got a sign that he's holding up saying transportation, 50 gold pieces.
When I present myself to him, I make sure my sling is visible. Like, we're kind of like showing off firearms, here. So my slingshot is like out. But anyway, that's just a detail.
Yeah.
She says, sir, I see you're in the market for passengers?
Yeah, 50 gold. You read the sign.
50 gold. And how long will that, how far can we get with that?
As far as we can get.
Pretty good.
Where you gotta go?
We need to follow another boat.
Follow another boat. You a pirate?
No, not today.
Yeah, you're a pirate. All right. I don't ask any questions, so you put that 50 up front and I'll fly you to the damn realm of the Mammoth Lords for all I care.
Thank you, sir. What can you tell me about that boat? And I point to the beautiful boat.
Yeah, and you actually, now that you're closer and you point to it, you can get a good read on the name. And the name on this boat is Strong Armed Vengeance. It's in gold-plated letters just kind of on the side of the boat. Very beautiful.
Now, speaking of the company honor, does that strong arm stuff speak to this cult thing that we've been following? Don't they have like crushing arms and stuff? Okay. All right. Well, X is having second thoughts about this cruise he's about to embark on, but
out of character, I really want to sink this boat.
You want to know about that boat? Let me tell you about that boat. That's a waste of creation. Who needs to put the damn wheel in the front? They got sails on the side, and what is that magic they're trying to power it with? What a waste of resources and power, if you're asking me.
Do you think you could follow that boat?
I can follow whatever for 50 gold, sir.
Can I? So I have the what is it called? There's the feat about hiring manager.
Hireling, yeah. You've got hireling manager.
And it gives me the ability, to hire somebody that's better at their craft than typical.
Uh-huh.
So can I get a gauge on this guy? Like, this is like he can do the job.
If you want to use your hireling manager feat, this guy will be fully proficient with what you need to be proficient at.
Excellent. Axe is feeling really good about this interaction then. And he says, 50 gold down. follow whoever. All right, let me talk to my compatriots, and we will. I'll let you know.
We're gonna get some of the flay leaf this week. Thanks.
Oh my gosh.
I relay this interaction with the group, and so we have this as an option. So, I mean, we could use this guy in many. I mean, we could use him just to follow the boat, so we have an escape. Like, think about that.
That's a good point.
In case your date goes bad, you can escape.
Or if you needed some time one-on-one, use the phone.
I'll kill you, bloop.
Mario's gonna like separate the two.
What did you do with my cousin?
X, of course, is oblivious to all of that.
She's just like separating the fighting children. Like, I trust you because if I know anything about you, you know quality. So I think this is a good option.
We ride the boat. We have this guy follow us, and we give him a sign. Dancing lights. Little spell I know.
Oh, good. Okay, you know
That or when the boat's sinking and we need to get off of it because it's sinking.
Either one.
Do you think that elf lady is gonna be like totes suspicious that there's a boat following her boat?
We could talk to him about stealth. Maybe, but
Just keep a good distance. Maybe
I'm sure
you could be fishing.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
Let's do this though. Let's hire this guy. Since company of honor, or no,
Yeah, I have. I should probably double check with my team, but I'm willing to.
Yeah.
I'm willing to foot the bill on this.
Oh,
it is our mission.
Honorable company of honor. I mean, your name is well deserved. X will take the coin, and he will put the down payment on this boat.
Half, and then the rest later. Don't let him have it all.
He sniffs the coins and then gives them a bite before he puts all the coins in his coin pouch.
And he explains the plan and kind of in as best he can. So discreetly follow this boat. You see the signal.
What's the signal gonna be?
X casts dancing lights, and it's kind of like the way that X casts it is it kind of looks like, like strobe lights at kind of in the air, like kind of dance party strobe lights. And it's like, you'll know. This could mean two things. We're having a really great time or we need you, but I will reserve this in this scenario for just needing help.
All right. Definitely not a pirate. He winks his monocled eye.
X winks back.
He reminds me of my uncle.
And I imagine you're going to be bringing some cargo with you too when you're leaving that boat, huh?
If you have room.
Of course I got room. What kind of business you think I run here? You think I paid for these? And he points down to the guns.
We can use those to sink the boat if we need to.
Yeah, definitely not pirates. You're just going to sink the boat and get some... I don't ask questions, all right? You just tell me when you're ready to go.
If I ask really nicely, can I fire the big gun?
You don't even have to ask nicely. Just don't hit anyone with it.
Not on purpose.
I find pointing up works best for that.
You won't get mad if I hit the magic boat, right?
Huh? I won't get mad. I mean, they might get mad.
We're not talking about who's happy or not, just whether or not you're okay. Like, I know you don't ask questions. Just I'll make sure.
You're right. I don't ask. Fulmer never asks questions. That's on my boat somewhere. I carved it on there.
X looks at the time and says, I'm afraid we don't have time to fire guns. We 2 hours is
Oh, I'm not firing them now, Wax.
All right, well, let's go.
I didn't miss my cue during the show during break. I ain't gonna miss my cue or time to fire weapons when it's time to fire weapons.
Very well.
We don't have.
Oh, sorry, it's not up.
I'm so sorry. What's the Pathfinder equivalent of detect magic?
Detect magic. It's a cantrip. It's a 30-foot pulse.
I'm an idiot. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I don't have that, so never.
What, do
Yeah.
you want me to detect something? I can detect something.
If we can get an idea of what kind of magic powers the elven ship, I feel like it would be a great idea.
Yeah, I'd be willing to try to sneak up there.
Just whatever you can find out, cuz. And just let me know when I get my normal cousin back, because I'm not sure how I feel about Blope.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I mean-
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Wait, are you still dressed up as Blope, or are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like Blope because he's trying to hook X up with elven chick. And I don't know
Oh,
why.
yeah, it's just Bloip. Don't worry about it.
Is Bloip still strutting around and like doing his finger guns and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah.
I think
It's like he's trying to get fully in character, so he'll do it when there's no new people around, and he'll just be like doing it to Margot and Snotnot and X and
I want my
our
cousin
boat
back.
buddy.
Archdevil, what have you done?
I think that not when he's just like practicing, but when he's like being with the people, and this first happened when he was following that guy. I think Margot like catches herself kind of like noticing Bloip, like, oh, and then she goes, oh, and then kind of like checks herself a little bit, like, no, not nope.
Lady Longshanks didn't say it had to be.
Okay, so you guys have a boat secured. Is there anything else you guys are doing? So you guys probably have like an hour left before, if there's anything else you wanted to do in preparation.
If we find out what kind of magic, if I can get hold of a antithesis or dispel. I mean, I've got the really cool laser moonblast. Which,
Yeah, do you have detect magic, Piob?
I do.
Sorry, Bloip.
Yes.
Very good. Yeah, so when you detect magic on this ship, it has a very strong aura of conjuration coming off of it. And if you want to know more about it, you're going to have to roll me a blind occultism check.
Oh, snap. Okay. I will try.
Thank you, cousin, for trying. Worried about
I
this
know
boat.
some conjuration, but let me see what I can do.
You're
can I-
not sure. No idea what kind of ship this is.
And I can't help. Okay.
Sorry, I'm not sure. Conjuration?
I have no idea. Either.
I think Margot, for this hour that we're just kind of waiting to get on this boat, unless X wants to do something different with her, I think she's just going to watch the ship and see who's coming off and going on, just to kind of get a read on the people that are getting on this ship and like what kind of characters we might be interacting with and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're going to get a read on the ship?
Yeah.
For sure. So go ahead and roll me in perception.
Okay, let's see.
Also, how deep is the ship sitting in the water?
How deep is it sitting in the water? It's like a good, man, I don't know how deep ships sit in the water. About average. It's not deeper than like
So
any
it's-
other ship.
It's not like the cargo hold is filled with people. Heavy.
Roll me a craft check or any sort of applicable sailing lore if you have it.
I don't have a sailing lore, so crafting it is. And I have no bonus. A 3.
Yeah, you have no idea.
And then I got a 20.
A 20 on your perception. Okay, yeah. So as you're people watching, notably, you can see that that elf woman is at the wheel. She's kind of walking around the ship. It looks like she's getting some things ready. You don't see any crew on the ship aside from her. Eventually, you see all of those goblins and that hobgoblin woman board the ship. And then you also see that very large glowing man board the ship. And you also see another odd-looking figure. He is a half-orc with more of a blue tint to his skin than the typical green. And he's also got some of the glowing tattoos like that very large gentleman does. Although his eyes aren't misting or glowing or anything. They are kind of a bright color of blue, maybe a little bit unnaturally blue.
Okay. And I don't see Teeny anywhere.
I don't see Teeny anywhere. Nope.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at one of my skills that I have. I guess just could I do one more check? I get like a +2 circumstance bonus if I'm seeing if there's like hidden or undetected creatures. Well, I guess how many feet am I away from this boat?
How close do you want to get?
I guess I want to be discreet, so probably not ridiculously close because it'd have to be within 30 feet, which seems kind of.
Yeah, I'll just add that to your check. You don't see or hear anything else.
Okay.
The only thing that you really notice that's off is that it's kind of odd that there's no other crew but her on the ship.
Okay.
Most of the other ships you see that when they're prepping and stuff, you see a whole big crew getting things together, not just one person. And obviously the boat itself is quite odd.
Right. Okay. And just with me serving in pretty rich households, I've never seen a boat like this before.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Okay, cool. That's me for now.
Yeah, so X is just gonna spend the rest of his time waiting for the boat, shooting dice with this captain guy that he met.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Roll me. Let's see. Roll me. What kind of check would this be? Roll me. I think it's a craft, or you can roll me a deception or a thievery. You're trying to cheat.
Well, deception in the way of games is deceiving your opponent to achieve.
Yeah, that's fair. I think deception. If you're shooting dice and gambling, yeah, roll me a deception. And you can use your performance for that if you would like, because you have that feat.
You bet.
It's like, I don't think X would cheat or would think to cheat.
Right.
I'm not trying to be mean.
So 24 on that. Something.
Yeah, you get 2 of your gold back.
All right. Well, 2 of gold. Well, Company of Honor's gold. We'll X will think about that. The implications of that. While he's on the boat. But additionally, I continued to talk to him about, we create a language out of lights. Just like, hey, follow us, you could leave now. Just all this kind of stuff to make sure that we can't, not just like one signal, but like a few signals to get him in a position to help us out if we ever need it.
Yeah, for sure. And before you started shooting dice with him, he did leave for a bit once you paid him, and he came back to the ship, and he's got a very large bag of what appears to be these big leaves. You see him take a pipe out, and he shoves a bunch of the leaves in there, and he lights it up as he's shooting dice, and he is just freaking out over these lights. He's so excited. He claps.
This is everything X could dream of. Like, he's in his element here.
But yeah, he's pretty sharp with it, and yeah, he's following along with your little light language that you guys are working out together.
I love it. Okay, X is doing that, and he's ready to go when he hears people shouting.
Very good. All right.
Language. Gotta write that down. Light language.
Light language. Okay. The 2 hours is about up. Are you guys all boarding?
Yeah.
Yes, I know that she's at least expecting me, so I'll be boarding for sure.
Okay.
X said I lift heavy things, so yeah. This is a bad idea, guy.
I think I'll have all of us though hold something like of X's to make it look like we're actually roadies. So like I'll have his loot or whatever, and maybe Bloip can hold his backpack or whatever else he carries
my horse
around.
is still summoned too, and I'm bringing it on the ship. Like,
there we go. Then one of us
like,
can bring your horse.
Someone leave. Yeah, so it's there.
Yeah, horse fits on there just fine. You guys all board. The elf captain sees all of you. She gives a big smile to X, and she waves to each of you and gives like a little salute. Everybody else on the ship does not look as friendly. They're all kind of giving you confused looks. They're glaring at you. You hear everybody kind of turning and like whispering to each other. Go ahead and you can roll me a perception, Margot, since you have read lips.
Sweet. Skill or attributes perception. And I've been forgetting to add, because we're affirmated right now, is that right?
Yeah, you guys are affirmated,
Okay,
+2 big
I haven't
time.
been adding that. +2 to this roll as well. So 32 actually.
32. Yeah, so you're able to pick up a lot on the vibe of what people, like the gist of what people are saying here. The gist that you get is you see First World Fortune Seekers Alliance being said a lot. You see things like they don't belong here. You see things, one particularly catches your attention that reminds you of the letter that you heard Pjall bring earlier. Somebody says Vulin would not approve.
Luland?
Vulin.
Luland.
No D, just Vulen. Vulin.
Vulin. Oh.
The person who signed the letter.
Yeah. Would not approve. Okay. This is gonna go so fine. Totally fine.
And then as everything's getting loaded up right at the last minute, you see a group of people running up to the docks carrying a bunch of stuff. And with them, you see Teeny. There is a human woman, bright red hair, a crew of very piratey looking gentlemen, and Teeny. They all come ringing on the board. You hear Teeny, "Oh, sorry, we're late. We're here though." And as soon as she gets on board and she catches the look of all of you, she kind of freezes. And then she turns pointedly away from each of you and doesn't say anything to any of you.
Oh,
Good idea. Okay.
I would act like I don't know us as well.
X just starts playing music. He said he knows why he was invited on board, and he's going to put on the show. So
Very good. Yeah, everybody gets on. Everybody's sorting out their things. Now on this boat, it's got kind of your typical layout, despite it being very fancy. Now the wheel is at the front, and you can see like the captain faces outwards towards the sea when she's steering it, right at the very front. You can see it appears there's some sort of like captain's cabin kind of towards the center of it where it would normally be. There's a few doors there as if there's a few rooms that people can maybe store stuff in. You saw people loading up one room next to the captain's quarters with all of their cargo and anything they're bringing here. Margot, since you perceived earlier, you would notice people seem to be traveling pretty light. Doesn't look like anybody's bringing anything for like a long voyage, just some basic stuff. There are a couple trap doors on the ground of the ship, kind of towards the front. And then there's a grate in the middle that looks like it leads down to the lower level. But underneath the grate, there's like a tarp stretched across it, so you can't see down below the grate. Stairs leading up on top of kind of a high point where the wheel would typically be. And that's it. So you guys all get loaded up on there, and you hear the captain. She walks over to you, X. So glad you decided to join us. And I see that you did bring your roadies, did you call them?
More like good friends.
That's good.
He says that like facing Margot.
We're going to set sail. Don't feel pressure to begin the performance until you're ready. And please enjoy the ride.
Thank you.
We're going to set sail, everyone. Everybody make sure you're towards the center of the ship. As we get going, she takes off quickly. Everybody. Now, again, there's no crew or anything prepping this ship. She just steps up to the wheel. Everybody kind of gathers towards the center. And are you guys all doing the same?
Yeah.
Just making fast, as I believe they say in the industry.
Making fast, very good.
I want to tie myself to the side.
As everybody's gathering towards the center, Teeny comes up to you, Margot. What are you doing here?
We're on a booze cruise. And just kind of like shrugs a little bit.
I hope you know what you're doing.
What are you doing here?
She stares at you for a moment and then just shakes her head. Just on a cruise.
Great. We're all on cruises.
And then the sails on the side of the boat kind of extend up on their own. You don't see anybody pulling them or making them taut. They just fly up They kind of curve back at an angle, and then you can see that green light towards the back of the ship. You can see the glowing from even where your standpoint is. It grows very bright green, and then you hear a loud gust of wind, and it looks like there's wind forming back from that green glow and arcing up into the sails, and the boat just takes off quite quickly. And as you guys begin sailing, we are going to take our first break, or our only break of the evening, second poll. So yeah, we're going to be gone for about 15 minutes. We'll be back around 9:10 or shortly after. We have the Company of Honor represented by Snotnut and Pjalb tonight, and the Goldbloods represented by X and Margot. So go ahead and vote for who you think deserves the bonus renown so far on this job. And we will see you guys in just a few minutes. Welcome back, fellow geeks. We are back here with Tabletop Treasure Hunters. Thanks for sticking around while we took a break. Thanks for voting if you voted. After the second vote, we are dead even between the Goldbloods and the Company of Honor. So the last vote at the end of the stream is going to decide it. So you guys want to rally some supporters for your favorite guild here, make sure you do it at the end of the stream. So when we last left off, we have the heroes here who are investigating into a potential cult named the Avengers of the Arm here in Parley Point. And they're also trying to see if they can figure out what happened to some of the people that were shipped off from their last rescue mission. They heard that some prisoners who won their fights were shipped off elsewhere. This was one of the leads they had, so they're looking into it. Before we left, X got invited onto a boat with his roadies and friends. With some elf woman who is in the tavern. She owns a very, very fancy magical boat, and she asked him to just join her and provide some entertainment on the boat for the evening, and then they'll be coming back, and they potentially have a date the next day. So that's what happened there. Also, as a backup plan or escape plan, depending on how things go, they also hired a very quirky little gnome captain named Fulmer, who's going to tail the boat. They set up a whole light queue with X and Fulmer in case something needs to happen, in case anybody's in trouble. A light language, as we called it. And they boarded the boat. And boarding the boat, they found a bunch of the kind of more colorful, stand-outish characters that they've seen around Parley Point. And also one of Margot's, or rather her twin sister Mavis's old friends, Teeny, who they ran into in Parley Point, is also on the boat here. So that is where we left off. This boat is magically creating wind into its odd side sails, and it is taking off into the open ocean with no idea where they're going. So you guys are on this boat. What are you guys doing?
At some point, X is going to ask the captain, where are we going?
She turns around, she smiles at you. She seems to get her bearings a bit on the wheel, and then she steps away. She puts a hand on your shoulder, gives a gentle kind of flirtatious squeeze, and then she goes walking towards the center of the boat. Now, I've heard plenty of talk around here about who's joining us on this ship. I know not all of you are properly introduced, and I know that you're aware of who these people are associated with. And she gestures to each of you. People kind of grumble and nod and are giving dirty looks. Now, I have it on good authority that X here is indeed ascended. Isn't that right, X? And she looks at you. Everybody stares at X.
Margot's definitely nodding her head up and down.
It goes like this.
Everybody kind of like at me, like jumps like, oh, he's ascended. What? Oh, I had no idea. And like
he says, yes, I'm ascended. Rock on, I'm ascended. But he has no idea what. But yeah, he's ascended. Like he's ascended the stairway more than once.
Very good. Yeah, and everybody, the whole vibe seems to kind of relax. People stop giving quite such dirty looks. The big, strong gentleman with the glowing misty blue eyes and the glowing tattoos, he goes stepping up to Bloip at this current moment. Looks down at him with folded arms. He towers like a good 5 feet over you, Pjalb. He just looks like he's made of pure muscle. So what's the Company of Honor doing on this ship?
Yeah, what are they doing on this ship?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you? He looks towards Snotnot. What's the Company of Honor doing on this ship?
Well, I was told there'd be booze, but if that's not what we're here for, X is a friend of mine. Well, in fact, the last show did this whole dance routine and shield, and if it works out, I'll break out the shield and do the whole happy dance.
So you're here to support your friend in his ascension.
Yes.
Interesting turn of events.
Yeah, that's good enough for me too.
X was doing what X was doing, and I support my friends.
A bunch of goblins kind of gravitate around Pjalb, and eventually Pjalb is just really blended in this whole sailor goblin vibe.
So it's just me. Okay.
Yeah, attention kind of goes directly at you now.
So, yeah.
Make sure you stay out of the way. I can smell the stench of your deities on you.
I only
revoke them sooner than later.
Why would I revoke Lady Longshanks?
Who is Lady Longshanks?
You've never heard of Lady Longshanks?
There is no Lady Longshanks.
I beg to differ. I've encountered this Lady Longshanks.
Then who the hell have I been praying to? And who's been blessing me? And who appeared to me?
He's nodding in agreement, like, yeah, you're absolutely crazy. Now you see it.
Now you got to be careful, buddy, because I have seen the work of Lady Longshanks.
Well, no, like, aren't you guys like trying to replace Gorom, Pikachu, or something with someone else?
Kyrgyz.
Yes, you're trying to replace Kyrgyz. Maybe I'm already like in with who you're trying to replace Kyrgyz with, and I just don't realize it.
You've met Lord Calrithian?
I don't know, because you said Longshanks wasn't a real god, and now I'm very confused.
He scratches the back of his head.
Because
now I'm also confused.
Well, yeah, because the god that appeared to me was a Longshanks, tall.
No god appeared to you. Delusional. He just goes walking away from you.
Nice talking to you. You enjoy that glowy high you got going on there.
The captain returns back to the wheel, and without making eye contact with me, when she starts shouting behind her, she starts steering again. Now let's everyone be civil. As you're all aware, I'm sure, this is my 20th trip with this ritual. I'm very familiar with how it works. There have been dozens sacrificed, and we have a full load with us today. The ones in the depths will surely be pleased. Everybody just kind of nods. You can see that Teeny looks a little bit solemn. She's just kind of folding her arms and she's looking down. You even catch, Marga, that she maybe looks at you looking a little bit guilty.
Can I catch her eye at all, or is she like not?
Yeah, you catch her eye and she kind of quickly like looks away. She's fully like feeling shameful, or obviously feeling shameful.
Okay. If she looks over at me again, I'm just gonna kind of be like gesture to myself like with an eyebrow raise, like, am I part of this sacrifice boat?
You're trying to sense her motive?
Yeah, like what's going on? Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception.
Okay.
Actually, do it blind if you could.
Oh, blind. Okay, I think I actually also, let me pull up my sheet really quick. I think I get something with sense motive.
Ooh, very nice.
I think. Using sense motive basic action to notice enchanted or possessed characters. Although I actually at one point do want to see if she's possessed by whatever this ascension thing is.
Okay, very good.
Okay, so blind perception.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and I do it like...
Perception's the sneaky one under attributes.
Yeah.
All right, so you don't get the vibe that you're the sacrifice. You more, she looks like somebody who's got caught with like blood on their hands.
Okay. I'll kind of glance down to where that it's like a tarp or something covering the grate. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
It's all coming together.
All this, real
X. Oh yeah.
All this talk of like sacrifice. X takes a glance back to see how well his support ship is keeping up.
Yeah. Roll perception.
I will do that. Perception's that tricky one.
That it is. Yeah, a 27. You don't see it anywhere. You saw it kind of take off behind you when you guys first took off from the dock, but you don't remember when, but you no longer see it.
So X is going to be, he's going to start the party, of course. But in doing so, he's going to cast dancing lights, trying to create the signal for we're over here.
Just trying to create the signal for it?
Yeah, like whatever signal we came up with to say, hey, our boat is over here, trying to keep like the beacon on us, trying to keep my little guy following our direction. Yeah,
you do that signal, and to your surprise, you see the exact same signal come back from the middle of nowhere. You just see a couple of these lights apparate from like the middle of the water. They look exactly like yours. But you see no ship.
I see no ship. But I see our language.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's super stealthy.
He sees us. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm gonna keep rolling with this. I think he's. I trust him.
So, are you starting to play some instruments and start the performance and everything here?
Yeah, starting to do the performance.
X, I'm so happy to see that you're going to be playing some instruments for us. Now, I don't imagine that where you came from, they taught you the chants?
Oh, I know a few chants, trust me, but...
Everyone, we're going to start the chanting. We will be approaching our destination, and the sooner we start, the better the odds the ritual will take. Now, X, if you could be a dear, please try to just match the tune and the emotion and the feeling of these chants, if you would. Music can be a powerful tool, I'm sure you know.
Can I assist with this performance?
Yeah, for sure.
If X chooses to perform.
Yeah, that's a good question. X is, he's not real into sacrifice. Never has been. I don't know. He's gonna try to do some like clever counter harmonies to the chant.
Some counter harmonies.
Discreetly, but like, yeah, he wants this to be less effective.
Okay. Yeah, I think you actually have a focus spell for that, don't you? Or a cantrip, maybe?
If he doesn't, I do.
Let's take a look here.
While you guys are looking that up, I think I'm going to try and pull Bloip towards me and try and get like on the outer edges of this little congregation.
Okay.
Hey, Margot, everything good?
No, Bloip, I don't think so.
Yeah, because I would love to throw some Goblin song out.
Yeah, I have what's called counter performance. It's a focus. Yeah, it's a focus, but it's not. I mean, it says your performance protects you and your allies. So at least, I would definitely do that. Like, make sure that
if it becomes applicable, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's if you have to make a save, right?
Correct. Yeah, you roll a performance check when an auditory performance. It triggers it. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Yeah. Well, Margot and Bloip are talking. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a performance X to see if you can interfere with this chanting, because shortly after she says that, all of the people on this boat, including Teeny, they all start speaking some sort of chant. Let's see. I'm looking at everybody's languages here on their sheet. Yeah, nobody understands what they're saying. It's in a language that you guys don't know. And it's just kind of like a low rhythmic, like guttural chant. It sounds almost like a song, perhaps. And then X, let's see how well you interrupt it.
And can I help interrupt it?
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
assist? I'm gonna.
Is it possible? Sorry. Is it possible at all to just kind of like do some sort of check to determine what language it might be, or is this like just no language I've ever heard in my life before?
Yeah, you can roll a society if
Okay.
you want to know what type of language it is, for sure.
Cool. Okay.
Got Snotnut rocking the performances again.
Dang.
The Bard rolls an 18 and Snotnut rolls a 33.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
Okay, I rolled a 13.
Okay, yeah, you're not sure. It's not a language that you've even heard spoken before.
Okay.
So it sounds kind of odd. Okay, so this is what happens with the two performances here. These chanting starts, and X, you're trying to interfere with it, but you start actually even feeling a little funny as you start playing music to this. And it feels like every time you're trying to play something interruptive to it, the chant almost shifts to be a way where like it fits with your music. And you're almost feeling like you're getting a little swept up in it. It is strange and it doesn't make sense with normal music, but has an odd beauty to it. It's just a strange rhythm that you've never heard, and it keeps working. You kind of have that same feeling like when you're trying to write a song and everything just you start putting together just fits like a nicely placed puzzle piece. And then Snotnut starts her interrupting performance, and it is contrasting and loud and just completely throws it off.
I've got a spoon in my shield. I've got a soup spoon, like big old ladle from somewhere. I don't know where I got it from, but I've got a ladle and I'm hitting the shield.
People kind of give Snotnut dirty looks,
Good.
but nobody like physically stops her from it. The captain, you can see she turns back and just gives a little bit of a smile and continues sailing the ship. And X, as soon as that interruption happens from Snotnut, you don't feel that kind of strange feeling that you felt getting swept up in the music anymore. You kind of snap out of it.
Oh boy. In that case, I'm just gonna keep some dazzling lights going to say we're still here. Be on the lookout.
Okay, good stuff.
I lean
Yeah,
over
Margot
to-
and Bloit, what are you guys doing?
I think I'll just kind of tell Bloip what I'm gathering from all of this, in case he didn't pick up on some of this stuff. That like the vibe is very weird on this boat, that there are likely prisoners who are going to be sacrificed. And that's what we're going to go do right now. And Bloip, what do you want to do? Do you want to stay here and just kind of watch what's going on up here? Do you want to kind of like search the boat and see if you recognize any of those prisoners that you might have seen from last time?
Oh. Did you see any clues that we should investigate?
I remember seeing that there's a captain's quarters over that direction. There's like a tarp over where I think the prisoners are, but I imagine there's got to be another entrance somewhere.
Okay.
That's all
You
I've
know
got
what?
so far.
Let's take a look.
You do see two locked trapdoors on the bottom of the boat as well.
Like down some stairs or something.
No, they're just like on the deck. They're like hatches, metal
Okay.
hatches that are locked.
Okay.
Okay.
In fact, okay, so as you guys are sailing here and as this chanting goes on, as you guys are discussing, the captain starts doing the chant, and her voice is strong and it carries, and it's just clearly the dominant voice in this chanting. Almost maybe a little unnaturally loud. And as she starts, it almost seems like the weather around you starts to change a bit. You see a fog start rolling in and some rain starts drizzling. And let's go to the map, and I can give you guys a bit more of a visual aid.
Ooh.
Okay, let's get your tokens on here.
That's pretty.
Mhm.
Isn't it cool?
How dare you come bring such cool maps to our game?
Which one is
Okay,
Wow.
here's Pjalb. So Teeny is this one right here.
Cool.
Here is Snotnut. Here's Margot. Here's X. So there's your minis. You guys can place yourselves where you want. So yeah, so here's this hatch that's kind of tarped off right in the center here. These are like, this is likely the captain's quarters. Back over here is where you've seen people bringing cargo. These are the wings that are kind of magically being powered from the wind behind.
Okay.
Captain's up at the front here, and then you can see these are the two hatches in the floor.
Okay, so they're in the middle of kind of everything.
Yep.
I see. Is the music begins to get
I'm gonna stick X up by the captive. That's all right, as he was maybe performing up near her. Is that? All
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
And I was, well, not off the boat, but it's over here causing noise.
I think I kind of came back this way to be on the edge of this, and I probably pulled Peel to be near me. If you're good with that, Matt.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's some. Here, I'll start going. So here's Teeny. We'll start introducing some of the characters here.
Hi, Teeny.
This is the half-orc gentleman with the kind of more bluish skin, glowing tattoos. This is the hobgoblin lady. And here is the big strong man. Oops, maybe it'll let me show him. There's big strong man. And here's the captain.
Oh.
Wow.
Everybody's so pretty. And I mean that like in a compliment, like, I
So
guess I can
excited.
see why sacrifices happen on this boat.
And then you've also, you got a
distracted.
handful of goblins. You've got the red-haired woman that came on the boat with Teeny, and a couple of people that showed up with her. So there's the scene for the boat. So yeah, what are you guys doing here? The weather is worsening. The fog is rolling in. There's thunder kind of starting to roll in. It's getting harder to see.
Do I get a sense, or do we get a sense of how long this ritual takes?
No idea, because you don't. You could roll me an occultism if you want to know what ritual they're even doing.
I will give it a try. So I want to
Yeah.
again, if there's sacrifice involved, X thinks he's gonna have to step in here. So that's gonna be a skill, correct? Occultism.
Yep, occultism is indeed a skill. You can just roll that public.
Nice.
Yay, we may find
Sick.
out what's going on.
25. You've heard quite a bit about occultism rituals, being a bard and the schools of magic that you use, but never heard of something like this. This is something a bit foreign.
All right. He looks across the deck at Margot. And and Peel. Oh, Lloyd. And he kind of gives that signal between friends. He's like, I'm about to do something loco.
Okay.
And he's like,
Okay.
do I do it? Is it time? Is it time to go loco, or are we waiting
Yes.
for something?
Oh, that's a good question.
No. Time to go crazy.
Right now, or should we wait till they do start
I
playing
mean,
their
I don't want
hand?
to wait till something gets summoned.
I guess that's true. Okay, so Margot's gonna
also-
just kind of. Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say, Erica?
If there's anybody alive somewhere in the hold of the boat,
Yeah.
I would
that's a
like them to
priority.
not be eaten.
No, absolutely. Okay, yeah, I'm on that. I'm on the same page.
Sorry, a
what
little bit
Margot
of
will
table
just-
talk there.
Yeah.
One of
Look,
the
that's how you play this game, right? So I think what Margot will do, X, is just she'll kind of just flash. I don't know if you can see it, but flash the sign.
got it.
Yeah.
And then one other thing is the rest of the group pretty entranced aside like the other folks? Like, they're all involved in this ritual?
None of them seem entranced. They're all participating, but none of them, you don't get like any sort of trance vibes or that they're like out of their own control or anything.
Then this is what X is going to do. He is going to step in front of the captain and cast Charm.
And cast Charm?
I think that's what he's going to do. And he is going to charm her into submission.
Okay. What kind of save am I making here?
This is going to be... let me look here.
It wouldn't be a proper campaign if the bard wasn't trying to seduce somebody.
You must attempt a will save with
a will save
with a 4+ circumstance bonus if you or your allies recently threatened, which we haven't. I've been very agreeable.
Been very agreeable.
But you get your bonus to your weapon, right? Like a diplomat or whatever.
I don't know if that applies or not. I don't think
that
that's
not to this, since this is a magical effect. Okay, here's the will save. Okay, she got a 30.
Oh.
On a 31 is the DC there.
Whoa.
Shut up, really?
21, I imagine, right?
21. I didn't say 31. 21.
21.
Man.
So that's a success, not a critical success.
So she thinks I'm putting on the moves, but she doesn't know it's magical. Yeah, so X is like trying to distract her with charm. I mean, that's what he's attempting to do. So she doesn't actually fall for that. But
yeah, she's a bit flirtatious back, but you don't sense that your magic has taken any sort of hold on her whatsoever.
He's gonna make some suggestions like, "Hey, let's not do this ritual now. It's kind of wet out here. You had a dry cabin back there. Let's." Come on.
She's gonna step up to him and she's gonna put a hand on his shoulder. Just go along with it. You'll be glad you did. I know you're not ascended. You have nothing to worry about. And she gives you a little smile and like she puts a hand on your cheek, and then she's gonna let the boat do its own thing.
Well, look. X said he was gonna open the can here. And he is. He just punches her right in the face. Just boom!
Just punches her right in the face. Yeah, go ahead and make an unarmed strike.
I was about to laser blast her, guys. Like, if X didn't just punch her, I was going to moonbeam.
Does everybody want to jump into action here? Should we roll initiative?
I don't know if we should do that. Let's let X.
Okay.
I kind of want to see what she does.
Yeah. I want to see her reaction.
I don't think Mario was
here we
expecting
go.
that quite yet, but she's ready. She's ready to back up X, of course.
All right.
26.
So are we affirmated?
You're not. Villains are affirmated at the
Oh
moment.
gosh! Come on. All right. So 26.
Wonder bread.
26 is a hit. So go ahead and roll me your unarmed damage.
And damage. There you go. It's 2 damage. He's got soft.
So
fist.
this is like a full like right hook.
Yeah, he's like, boom. That's it. No
Yeah. So
explanation.
you catch her just clean right in the mouth. You see a little drip of blood. Everybody stops chanting, and looks a little bit taken aback. She doesn't flinch much. She looks a little confused, and as she wipes the blood off of the corner of her mouth, what did you do that for?
X says, "Oh, I don't know what came over me.
Her eyes flash purple, and I need you to make me a will save.
Oh, will save.
Oh no!
All right, will save. Is this like a mental thing? It is. I think I have some bonuses. To
This
that, or-
is a mental effect. Yeah.
Okay. It's 20.
Okay, so 20, even with your bonuses, is going to fail. As you're explaining, you feel your words get a little heavy and slurred, and X falls asleep. He just
Oh,
collapses
boy.
on the deck.
There you go. I don't know what.
Does
came over me.
anyone else have a problem with this right now, or can we continue? She pulls out, she reaches into a satchel. It looks like quite a small satchel on her side, and she starts pulling out this chain. It is an odd looking chain. It doesn't look to be metal. It looks to be made of like ivory or bone, and she just keeps pulling it out. There's way more chain that should warrant that little satchel. Snot, are you stepping up? Is there anything you're doing here?
Yeah, moonbeam.
You're gonna moonbeam?
I'm gonna moonbeam her. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna moonbeam the captain. No, I'm gonna moonbeam the deck.
Gonna moonbeam the deck?
I'm just gonna aim straight down.
Okay. I think it's initiative time.
Okay. I'm still gonna moonbeam the deck.
We're fine, Chase. This is totally fine.
I'm not attacking. I will note that I am not attacking anybody. I am attacking the boat.
She clearly tripped, and exploded.
Are you trying to make it look like it was accidental?
Just kidding.
No, I'm just gonna blow a hole in the deck.
All right, I have added everybody to the combat tracker, so you should be able to go to the combat tracker tab, the cross little yellow sword or swords with the yellow background. You can click the dice next to your name. That'll automatically put you in initiative here. Snotnot, I'm going to automatically put you at the start, and you're going to take your first action moonbeaming the deck.
Cool.
And we can go from there.
I would have been really grumpy if you didn't let me moonbeam the deck.
Yeah, no. That is your very earned right.
The boat's probably so magical that it won't do anything, and I'm on the steps there and just straight down in front of me. Here's hoping I don't hit people. Find out.
Yeah, no, for sure. Are you trying to start a fire here? Are you trying to burn?
I'm trying to just a hole right down to the water.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll me the damage, if you would.
Okay, I did that. I clicked on it. This is when it... What just happened? Sorry.
No, you're good.
There we go. Okay. Attack. Mm-hmm. So that's an 18.
Okay.
For the attack against the boat.
Yeah, so you definitely hit. Go ahead and roll the damage.
And yeah, that's the damage.
Okay, 14 damage. So you moonbeam down at the deck. This deck is surprisingly resilient against magic, but this beam is coming out of your mouth. You see the deck start to smoke, and you see that beam launch right through. But it kind of ends at the deck. It puts a perfectly round hole in there. And as it makes that hole, you can see down below is like just a little bit of light that you have peeking through the clouds. You have dark vision anyways.
Yeah.
You can see through that hole, there's a bunch of very lethargic looking people down below, squinting and looking up towards what just happened. There's maybe like a good 10 people down there that you can see.
And I yell real loud, "We got prisoners!"
Okay. You've got 2 actions left on your turn.
Right. And X is asleep.
X, yeah, he looks to be either dead or asleep. Probably asleep.
Oh no.
Okay, so I'm going to move to the far side of X, up the stairs and across the deck, but to the far side of the captain.
Yep, you got it. Right there?
Thank you. Yeah, well, maybe not that far. Whoa, where'd I go? And gonna lay hands on X.
Very good.
And hopefully do some healing.
Yeah, so there's no healing curse because he's full health, but what does your lay on hands look like?
Big, bright, silvery light.
Very good.
And in this case, kind of like crash paddles, just going.
Yeah, so X, just about as soon as you hit that deck, Snotnot runs up and the silvery light washes over you. And as soon as that does, you snap awake. You barely remember hitting the ground in the first place, but you're laying down on the ground.
And then I raise my shield for my third move.
Okay. So the captain, it is her turn. She looks down at X and she looks at you. She doesn't look very tense. How bothersome. Listen, everyone. And she points a finger towards Teeny. And that chain goes flying out and goes like, it lands like right in Teeny's hands. It like magically soars. Pass that chain around, link it, and continue the chant. I will deal with these ones. And then she is going to step up to Snotnot. And Snotnot, she looks at you, her eyes flare purple, and she grins. And when she grins, it looks like her teeth don't look perfect, beautiful white smile anymore, but they become like to turn yellow and pointed.
Yellow and hooky.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and that is her turn.
It's freaking Ursula.
Margot, it is your turn.
Okay. I had like plan A and plan B, and then no one did what I thought they were going to do.
So plan C time.
Yeah, plan C time. Okay, seeing X pop back up, she's relieved immediately. I'm just trying to check the range on my bow real quick.
It's so far.
Okay. So I guess really quick, I want to just take a quick look around. Are the others are just continuing in the chant? They're not even trying to attack us at this time?
Yeah, so Teeny has the chain. She looks a little bit confused. The hobgoblin woman next to her looks panicked and is like gesturing for her to hand her the chain.
Okay. I think, Teeny. I think I'm gonna run at Teeny and tackle her the best I can.
Very good.
Get the chain, man.
Whatever's happening is probably not good. That's a full 25 feet, so I can do my single movement.
Yep, and you only have to be adjacent to her to be able to tackle her.
Okay, I need to move myself. And then what is it, a strength check?
It's an athletics check.
Athletics check, okay. Let's see. Skills. And I think as I maybe do.
16, yeah, you definitely have a hold on her. So you don't get her like full thrown to the ground, but you you start kind of wrestling with her, and she's fighting back. She looks a little bit confused. Just what are you doing? Just get off.
What are you doing? This is crazy.
This is what we're here to do.
Are you gonna sacrifice these people to ascend?
Yes. I've already killed so many, Margot. I can't stop now.
Yes, you can. And I want to take, let's see. Oh, I guess, let's see. How many actions have I done? I guess 2. So I only have 1 more. I think I just want to grab the chain and try and like sit on her while like holding on to it.
Yeah, for sure. So that is going to be either an athletics check or a thievery check to try to get that out of her grasp. And that'll be your last action. So it would have been move, grab
tackle.
her, tackle, and then now try to get the thing out of her hands.
Athletics looks better for me. $22. Yeah, you rip that ivory chain out of her hands. And I'm going to spend 3 villain points, and I need you to make me a will save. Dang it, I wondered. Okay. As the music intensifies. 25.
25. Okay. Yeah, so when you grab this chain, you can see that the captain over here, she just flicks a finger in your general direction, and that chain starts to glow, and you feel like you should drop it. You feel like it's going to be bad if you hold on to it. Now, you have the will to let go of it if you want to. You still get the choice. You want to hold on to it, or do you want to let go of it?
Oh, so I'm feeling like I should drop it, or else something bad's going to happen.
Your instincts are telling you that it's dangerous.
Oh, and I can't do any more checks to see if it's just because she's charming me. I think what I'll do then is try and... Oh, I can only drop her or hold on to it.
And note, you have it away from Teeny. Like, it's in your possession now. It's just if you want to, like, drop it on the ground or hold on to it.
I think I'm going to hold on to it. I think she's trying to trick me. Oh.
Okay. Yeah, you hold on to that chain, and it glows, and that's it.
Okay.
You hold on to it just fine.
Okay.
Strong move.
X, you're up.
Not dead.
You are prone, so if you want to stand up, it's going to take an action.
My horse is on board. Does that require an action to?
No, it doesn't. Let's get your horse on board.
Let's stride for free, right?
There's your horse. Can you control that still?
Yeah.
Yeah, every turn your horse can stride for free.
I don't know what he's gonna do, but he's there.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I wanna attempt a few things here. I want to stand, and I want to cast a focus spell here.
Yeah, very good.
I think I'm going to cast lingering composition. So for a focus point.
So you're doing which performance are you doing for the action?
And the action will be triple time. So hopefully giving everyone on my squad some triple time.
You got it. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make that performance check for the lingering composition.
Does that make us fast?
It does.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
So I'm going to do a performance check here. Let's get that out. And we're still not affirmated, is that correct?
Nope, still on the villain side right now. Everybody has 4 hero points. I have 6 villain points. Remember your blessings and affirmations on my side at the moment. 29 is a big old critical success, so that's going to last for 4 rounds. Everybody, unless you're like on opposite sides of the boat of X, you're going to have +10 to your movement speed.
In addition to that, I am a fascinating performer. So I get to choose, I believe, 4 people, 4 targets that are within. Is that right? And they have to make a will save?
Let's see. I believe it may just be 1 on the fascinating performance. Let me take a look here.
Fascinating performance. It says if you're an expert in performance, you can fascinate up to 4 observers.
Nice. Yeah.
I think I might be a master now, though. If I'm.
You can't be a master possibly until level 7, so I
Alright,
think you're
so
just expert.
I'm an expert, so I got to choose 4 of these folks, and I'm going to choose kind of those principal characters you're kind of pointing out. So the hobgoblin, the guy, the orc, half orc. The 2 half orcs, and then the captain as well. So those 4.
Okay, so Teeny's leaving alone, those 3, and the captain?
Correct.
Okay, here we go. Let's do will save for the hobgoblin. That's supposed to be a 6. I don't know why I didn't add it. So 6. Still a critical failure. So yeah. What does your performance look like while I roll for them?
It's just a really, because I was doing lingering composition, so it's just like this incredibly fast rockin' song that I get up and, oh man, they're rolling poorly. That's great.
You're rolling so bad.
Makes up for my really bad rolls earlier.
Okay, that one is a 19. What's your DC?
It's going to be 21.
Oh, 25, because it's for sure performance DC, right?
Performance DC, yeah.
Yep, so that's also a critical fail. And then here is the captain. Okay, 24, so she fails, not critically fails. So what happens on a failure with that one there? She's, just fascinated condition?
Yeah, if you succeed, the target is fascinated for up to 1 round. If the observer is in a situation that demands immediate attention, such as combat, you must critically succeed.
Okay.
Fascinated.
So you get all of them except for the captain here, since we're in combat.
Okay. Form action. Okay, so that was actually just 2 actions there. It was stand, cast that spell.
Yep.
And
One left for you.
I think has Stott not gone yet? What do we have? I think I'm probably gonna just move to do a little. Well, does my horse get a stride, free stride, or?
So I don't think your horse would have been right up here by the wheel. So I'm going to say your horse
Yeah.
probably strided up to you this turn for free.
Well, then
You can mount though if you would like as your third action.
Oh no, I'm gonna try to have Snotnot's back and do a little flank action here. See where that goes. That's my turn.
Okay, very good. That makes it Pjolb or Bloip.
All right. Bloip is gonna yell out to Margot. Are you okay? What's up with the thing?
I think that the captain tried to make me drop it. This is bad though. If we can get rid of this, I think we're helping. And she's like motioning to the chain that she's holding.
Okay, sounds good. And in this case, Gilb is going to use 2 actions to transform Wild Shape into a deer. It's like you see Pjolb in like his mean mugging mode, but after going back and forth with Margot, realizing he has to get up there fast. You see like the sailor outfit still on him, but it's like that little hat begins to rise as his features kind of elongate, and you see him become like this bouncing little fairly young deer, but quite a bit faster than regular Pjolb would be. And then he'll move up to Margot, and he'll kind of like lean his head, kind of gesturing for you to put the thing on him.
Okay. And I have to wait till my turn to do that, right, Chase?
If he's positioning himself to where you can just drop it, dropping's a free action, so I would let you drop it on Pjolb.
Okay. I trust that he's going to take it away, so I'll drop it on Pjolb.
Okay, Pjolb, make a will save.
All right.
Good luck.
Here we go. Will, I'm pretty good at that, I think.
That's pretty good. 25. You also feel the danger as soon as this chain touches you. Do you wanna let it drop, or do you wanna catch it?
I'm catching it. I'm catching it, baby.
All right. It's on Pjolb.
Okay, I think I've used up all my actions.
Okay, very good. That makes it the Hobgoblin's turn, who just is gonna blankly stare and kind of get this kind of just dumbfounded smile on her face as she's watching X. Teeny is going to stand up. Oh, you still have Teeny grabbed, don't you?
Yes.
So she is going to try to break out of that.
Do I counter check you or something?
It's versus your athletics DC. So what's your athletics bonus plus 10?
Let me see. My athletics bonus. Oh, okay. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Here's a question. I noticed that, so my athletics bonus is a plus 9, so the 19. I have the blessing from Gorham. I'm trying to see if that's only for attacks though.
It does apply to your athletics DC,
Okay.
100%. So
Okay,
it's going to
cool.
be
So that's a plus
23, it looks like. Yeah,
Yes.
she cannot budge. She's trying to get free. You feel so particularly strong right now.
Yeah, I do. I'm pretty sure it's that love from Wombat Fuzz. I'm pretty sure that's who gave me my blessing.
And she's going to try again. Still no go, and she's going to try one more time. So she is just struggling. Margot, let me go. You don't know what I've done to get here. Let's just finish it.
Teeny.
I know it's horrible, but it's for a good reason.
No, it's not. And it's never too late. It's going to be okay. Just calm down.
Okay, yeah, you've got her completely pinned down. Okay, it is Big Strong Man's turn, who is also just giving a big smile up at X. Half Orc Man also just gives a big smile up at X. They're all so pleased.
New fans. There.
And we're back to Snotnot.
I really, really appreciate X right now. So, the next time you don't have to pay my performer's fee. Okay. So the captain is making the weird sharky face thing. And I'm in stance, and I'm going to take the shield and smack her with it.
Okay, you're going in Everstand stance?
Yeah.
Okay,
That
so
was
that's
my
one.
That was my last move at the end of my
Oh, you're right.
first
You did do
turn.
it. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and make your strike with Everstand stance.
Okay, make sure I forgot.
Whatever flanking does, I'm there for you.
Yeah, so flanking makes her flat-footed, so I've got that accounted in her armor class.
Can't
Okay,
help
that
but
is
hit
a
two, though.
that's a 16. That is a miss, but Company of Honor, you guys can let attack rolls be re-rolled if that's something you're
I'm
interested in.
gonna re-roll that because that's just not how we.
Absolutely. So hero point for Snotnut.
Yep. I mean, yes, please.
You got it.
23.
23. Yeah, 23 plus 2 for the hero point is 25 versus the flat-footed is gonna miss.
Oh.
You go just right for the face with the shield, and she has crazy fast reflexes and just catches your shield with a hand and stops it from hitting her.
Wow. Okay. Let me check something really quick. Where'd it go?
Looks like now you guys are getting the affirmation. Chad is saying no to that shield catch.
Let me double check something really quick.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh crap, I was not trying to cast that.
Yeah, no, you're totally fine.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Oh, we're just gonna sing a goblin song.
Okay,
And
Goblin song.
I'm going to try and annoy the crap out of her.
Very good. Yeah, go ahead and make that performance check.
Because if she's that quick, then I'm gonna say something about her mother and why she tasted eel. 26.
Okay, 26 is going to be a success.
Okay.
So let's see. The target takes a -1 status penalty to perception checks and will saves for 1 round. Very good. Okay, yeah. So she catches it kind of calm, and as you start singing, she glares at you, and you see her composure cracking for the first time. She starts shaking with anger.
She really doesn't like her mother being compared to an eel.
Okay. Anything else for you?
I think that's all 3 moves.
Okay, you got it. So
unless I can bring my shield up to have it protecting me.
is Goblin Song 1 or 2 actions?
I thought it was just 1.
It is just 1. So yeah, you got a last action to raise your shield if you want.
Yeah, we're raising the shield.
Okay, very good. Okay, it is Captain's turn. She is trembling with anger, glaring at Snotnot, and she just shouts, and it booms and echoes on the thunder unnaturally loud. What are you doing? And her voice starts to change, and you can see it looks like this beautiful just facade just starts to melt away, like flesh just peeling off and falling on the ground. And you see that she transforms into something completely different.
Cool.
It looks like this.
Sup, Ursula?
Margot's gonna yell across the boat. Ew, X, ew, you almost slept with that. Ew.
You should listen to us for who you should date, not this. I say from behind the shield, not that. Ew.
Let this be a lesson to you. We start lecturing X about safe sex.
Very good. All right. So she transforms as an action. And then she looks around angrily at all the people just smiling at X down in the crowd. And she screams, "Useless!" And it echoes and booms. I'm spending... 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm spending 4 villain points. And
we made him mad.
Let's see. I need Margot and Pjolb to make will saves.
Right.
Okay. Saves will.
Wow. Nat 20 for Pjolb. 29 for Margot. What's happening?
Yeah.
Mind of Steel, hag. You're not allowed.
Pjolb, you don't even feel anything. Margot, you feel a little sleepy, but you shrug it off immediately. All the rest of these people here just fall unconscious. Teeny, the big guy, all the people who were grinning at X, everybody on the lower deck just collapses to the ground. And you can see it looks like the muscles on this hag start to flex and grow. It looks like she's gaining energy from whatever she just did. And then she is going to...
He's gonna try and eat me.
Yeah, she's gonna take a swing at Snot with her. Actually, she's gonna try to bite you.
I don't blame her.
She's going
I'm
right for the
annoying.
neck. With a nat 1. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna draw on the critical fail table for her here.
I've got my shield.
You know what? I'm gonna spend a villain point to not roll on the table.
Oh.
So she will still critically fail, but no table roll for a villain point. And that's her turn. Margot, you're up.
Lady Longshanks preserves. Amen, Anthroma. Amen.
Okay.
She's scary.
I'm gonna, since Teeny's asleep, I'm gonna get away from her. Like, I'll just kind of stop holding on to her. I don't know. Would that count as an action, or is that technically a free action? Because I'm like dropping her.
Yeah, that's free.
Sweet. Okay. I am gonna glare at Miss Hag over here, and my eyes go white for a second, and like that travels down to my hands as I pull out my bow, and I'm casting Gravity Weapon, and I'm pulling out my weapon, which is my second action.
Very good.
And then I am going.
Is this your fancy new Goldbloods bow?
Yeah, it is. Well,
what does it look like?
It's not the Goldbloods weapon is actually one of my short swords.
Oh, right. You have the new hunter's bow.
Yeah, which is beautifully carved and has a deer's head at the top. So it's nice that I have a deer next to me as well. And then I'm going to shoot at the hag.
Very good.
And while doing that, I'm going to say, "How dare you mess with my friends?" And I'm going to strike at her.
Can I use my Shaylin blessing on that bow? Do I have to use an action to do it?
Free action for blessings. Are you putting all 3 towards it?
No, just... Oh, snap. Margo.
You got 3 to dish out because
what
you're...
does that do?
Okay. So, it will give, for each level, it'll give you another +1 to attack.
Oh,
and
gosh.
then my character level to damage. So, I'm giving you all 3, Margo. So you have a +3 and a +15 to your damage.
I'm gonna apply that really quick because that'll speed combat up. So give me 2 seconds.
And I'd like to use one of my fancy schmancy Viper arrows as well.
Very good. What level are you guys at? You're 5?
Yeah.
Woo!
Okay. So
Okay,
all the bonuses have been added, and then I think the bonus from Gravity Weapon is to damage.
it is. Yep. It's
Okay.
So it's equal to the number of damage dice. So it's gonna be +2 to the damage.
+2. Okay, cool. All right. So with everything added, And this is not a strength attack because it's a bow, so it's dex, right? So
Yep.
Gorum. Okay, just want to make sure I'm not missing a blessing. Holy frick. Can I use my halfling's luck? Does that apply here?
Halfling's luck, I believe. Let's see.
Can't you re-roll with hero points, or am I wrong?
Oh,
If
yeah,
the Company of
can I
Honor
roll
would like to
quick?
spend.
I'd like to spend one.
Okay, Pjald is.
Very well spent.
Oh yeah, that's us.
Yep.
Yeah, we will spend that.
Okay,
One of
let's
us
try this.
will.
Let's try this again. Come on, baby. This is gonna be so cool.
There we
I
go.
was so close to being a
Sick.
3 again.
That's better. 33 is gonna hit.
Yes. And because it's a viper arrow, she also takes poison damage, and a snake appears and will also attack her and can have movement and stuff on my turn.
That is awesome. Yep. Okay, so yeah,
Okay,
that
so now I
that
gotta
hits.
roll out this
The snake
damage.
bites. Roll the damage.
Damage. Okay, so that's plus the 15. Oh, good. So that's 19 points of damage. And then, do you want me to? Oh, the plus 2 is going to be 21 because of my gravity weapon. And then, I think I roll something for the venom as well.
Let's see
I wrote it
here.
down.
So
Oh,
many new things to play with.
I know. I just wrote down that it gave poison. I should have had that one prepared.
Totally good.
Where are you? My viper arrows.
Poison
You are
hits
right
the arrow,
here.
transforms
Okay.
into a viper. Viper's poison the target. Summon trait extra turn. Okay. Yeah. So it's gonna be. I've got that stat
Oh,
here. So
it's just she's just now poisoned.
mhm,
is
so
that
she's
it?
gonna
Okay.
make a fortitude save.
Cool. Okay. So the viper will vanish after 1 minute or when slain.
Okay. Here we go. Here's the fortitude save.
Ah,
She saves against the poison this round, but 19 damage taken.
21 because of my +2 for gravity weapon.
Beautiful. 21 damage taken.
Yay!
Big.
Thank you
Ooh,
so
solid.
much, Pjald.
Yeah, so
That's
that arrow,
freaking
that arrow
awesome.
kind of sticks into her and then turns into a snake that bites her and then drops on the ground.
Okay, that's it for me.
Okay. That makes it X's turn.
All right. X says, "What'd you do to my fans?" And he casts mirror image. So bringing out the whole band, pulling out all the stops. So mirror image is cast. I think
All
it's-
right, so she's going to use a reaction here, and she is going to try to counteract this.
Oh, let's see it.
Let's see here. How does one? Here we go. Oh, it's not going to let me roll it? Okay, it's going to roll like this.
I'm just gonna remind my cousin about our banner.
And Pjald Deer is just gonna nod because he can't talk to you.
Yeah.
What's your casting DC, X?
Casting DC, I think it's 21.
Okay, so yeah, so you try to cast that mirror image, and she just like twists her wrists and points a clawed finger at you, and this little burst of energy shoots from her finger and completely cancels your effect. So your mirror image is spent but fails.
Spent but fails. Oh, that makes X even more grumpy. And he doesn't have a. He's just gonna punch her in the face again.
That's what you
Feels-
get for trying to sleep with a sea hack.
All right, that's. I mean, there it goes.
It may not be the most effective, but sometimes you just gotta punch somebody, you
You
know?
gotta just do that. 17.
17 will miss.
All right.
She's ready
does
for
my-
this one.
Does my horse get an action?
Yeah, it can stride for free.
I'm gonna stride. It doesn't help anymore to have like more flat foot. You can't be any more flat-footed than.
Yeah, your steed can't actually make it flat-footed because it's not capable of attacking.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Uh,
Put it just back
oh.
here.
Production mentioned you're affirmated, by the way. So does 19 hit?
A
With
19 does
flanking?
not hit with flanking, no.
Okay.
She has a very high AC.
Okay. X is done. He's out.
Okay.
He's then gonna think about some lyrics to the song and just kind of grumble to himself.
Very good. Okay, Pjald, you're up. You're a deer.
All right. Pjald would like to, with the chain on him, move over to the side of the boat and like shimmy that thing off the edge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead to the edge of the boat there.
Sweet. Okay.
What if she can call it to her? Oh, never mind. That's your choice.
Okay, and you're just dumping it off?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Roll perception.
Okay. Perception. That's a 32.
32. You dump that off. You see it just splash into this water. It's very hard to see anything very well in this water with the storm coming down and the rain. But as soon as it hits the water, you feel like a rumble on the boat briefly. And then you notice these shadows that look kind of like tentacles start creeping up towards the surface of the water. You don't see anything actually come above the water, but it is definitely these long stretching shadows. And you see them all around the boat.
Okay.
The hag screams, "No! You're going to ruin everything, you fool!"
Margot's gonna yell, "That means you did a great job, Pjolb. Way to go."
I just wanted to bring my sister here. Okay.
Okay. At this point, did dumping it take an action too? So
No, that's just free action.
Okay, sweet. I'm sorry. How many actions does it take for me to turn back into Pjolb?
I believe it's just one.
Okay.
We'll look that up later, but for now, we're going to say one.
Sweet. In that case, Pjolb is going to turn back into Pjolb, and he's going to take out one of his scrolls, so he'll be ready for next turn.
Wonderful. Okay. Scroll is ready to go. Everybody is asleep here. Snot, you're back up.
Cool. Right. I'm gonna bite her.
Very nice. This is a savage fight up here. There's
I'm-
just
I'm-
punching and
I'm
biting.
gonna make like a
and
bad
snakes.
joke. I love sushi. Let's see if you taste like eel.
Love it. Okay, go ahead and make that attack roll.
I'm gonna use a point and re-roll that.
That's what hero points are for.
That's not acceptable. That was really not okay. Rolled a 2, guys. There we go. I feel better about that.
There you go. So that's 34 with all the affirmations and hero point bonus. That's gonna hit.
Okay.
Okay, 5 damage as you bite into her. She definitely does not taste like sushi, but she tastes gross or not, depending on, I suppose, your palate.
I don't know. Like, if she tastes like octopus, that's yummy. But that's not what her mass is composed of. Anyway, beside the point. So that was 1 bite with damage. I'll bite again.
Okay.
Just.
And that one will be at a -5 because that's your second attack of the round. She is flat-footed. That one's going to miss.
Okay. Is it another -5 if I use Jaws again, or?
Yeah, so it'd be -10. But you know, nat 20s happen.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna hit her with the shield.
Okay, that one will still be the -10 if that changes your mind.
Oh.
It's any consecutive attack. Boosts your multiple attack.
Okay. I wasn't. Sorry, I wasn't familiar with that.
No, you're totally good.
Sorry, 1 second. Let me double check something. Yeah, we're gonna Goblin song again.
Goblin song, indeed. Okay, go ahead and make that performance.
And I guess I'll make jokes about her tasting worse than eels.
Love it. Man, the bite misses, but the bite of the singing does not. She is going to take a -1 to her will saves and perception checks. Okay. That's it for Snotnut.
Yeah, that's turn.
Okay. All right. She is angry. And she is going to start storming towards Pjalb.
Oh, Chase,
Yeah.
I forgot about the banner.
Oh, did you want a banner instead of Goblin Song?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, go ahead. We'll control Z that song. Tell us about the banner here.
So, just in this burst of silvery, it's actually goblin tooth that we all kind of throw in the air, but it glitters in the rain. This banner appears above us, and it's this dark purple monstrosity, and like in the corner it says Lady Longshanks preserves or provides, and then like all of these drawings that have obviously been hand painted on by the goblins, and it's just above us watching over. And I don't have the write-up of all the awesome things it does because it does a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah, no, that's totally okay. So you'll have to be wielding this, which means that you can't be in your Zen stance if you're taking this out any longer.
Yeah, that's fine, and I'll hold on to that.
Very nice. And then that's going to give you a focus point back, and if anybody else has spent a focus point, you'll get it back. I believe you have, Margot.
Yeah.
This is the Company of Honors community challenge bonus. So thanks, chat, for unlocking that.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, you get a focus point back too, X.
I do. I've got it.
Man, this is a good group to return focus points to.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, everybody, as long as Snotnut spends an action each turn sustained, they shall get to roll with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it for Snotnut. It is the hag's turn. She is angry. She is storming towards Pjalb. She's going to move to right there. And then she points a finger towards Pjalb, and this dark mist comes swirling in a spiral from the end of her claw towards you. I need you to make me a will save as this mist circles around your face.
All right. Okay, here we go. Do I have fortune with the banner?
You sure do.
He does.
Excellent.
Yeah. In fact,
That'll be a 30 with affirmation.
Okay, you are flat-footed for a round. You feel a bit sleepy, but you do not fall asleep.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm sitting on 1 villain point. Man, that's not enough to do mean things. So for her last action, she is going to stomp up to Pjalb, and Pjalb, it looks like she's getting ready to try to shove you off the boat.
Oh no.
That is her turn. Margot.
Okay, so I am going to.
Save me, Empress.
I will absolutely come save you. I'm just gonna be like, well, he's got it. No, just kidding. Let me just see this really fast. Oh, that's not gonna be helpful. Okay, so to take out my 2 swords, would that require me to also put my bow away, or can I just like drop my bow and take out my swords? Or
So it depends. So you don't have to actually hold your bow with 2 hands. You just have 2 hands to shoot it. So you can draw either one as one action and still hold your bow.
okay,
You can drop your bow as a free action, and then you can draw both swords as one action.
Okay.
Or you can sheath your bow as an action and then draw both
And then
swords
draw
as
as
an
two
action.
Okay, I'm gonna drop this bow because bows can be replaced, but friends can't. And so drop it as a free action, and I'm gonna unsheath both of my short swords. And so one is just a regular short sword. The other one is my special weapon, and it's made out of silver. And on one side of the hilt, it has like the lion head showing, you know, I'm part of the Goldbloods. On the other side, there's a rose, like for my flower crown. And I am going to just lunge at her, and I need to move myself. And I'm just gonna try and plunge. Oops, I'm not on top of her. Here we go. And I want to plunge my silver sword
And
to her
which
back.
special rune did you pick again?
Thundering.
Thundering
and then the
rune,
rune
okay.
symbol is this for our cool sign.
Let me add that for you real quick
Oh,
here.
thank you. And I have a potency rune, which and a striking rune, and I don't remember what those two things do, but
So it'll add it all in for you in the attack. So I need a Goldblood short sword for you, so you can roll that one for that attack.
sweet. Okay, let me make sure I click on that one. Okay, roll, baby, roll. Oh my gosh, Margot.
Man, those rolls are rough. Okay, she is flat-footed because you are flanking right now. But unless we want a Company of Honor hero point, that is gonna miss.
Do I
Yeah.
get fortune?
Yes, you get one from me at least.
Oh, you do get fortune.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so I should have rolled twice. Okay.
Yeah. Roll again.
All right, let's try this again.
That's right. I've got the banner up.
The banner of Lady Longshanks.
That was
You s-
almost a 20.
You still get a point from me.
Thank you.
Very good.
Do it anyway.
One more try. Third time's the charm.
I don't like this hat.
I feel like this happens to me where I'm like, something really cool is going to happen. And then, like, here's a 7.
That's
There you go.
There we go.
Okay, 31's gonna hit.
Okay, so I'm hoping that the silver does something to her. We'll see. But, okay, let me get the damage. And then
Where's
I get
my
to roll.
salt?
I know. And some sage. It's going to be 13. And I still have my gravity weapon up. So that's +2. So that's 15.
Okay.
And, oh, is this with this? Was this using my strength by chance?
It was, yeah.
Okay, and I think with that, sorry if I'm talking louder, the music got loud for me.
No, you're good. So that gives you advantage, but you already had
Disadvantage, which I had. Okay,
And since you have advantage already with the banner, your attack was at a +2, but that's still just a hit,
perfect.
so.
Okay, and then the thunder damage, I wrote that one down. That
I
one
actually already
is
added
one.
that for you.
Oh, you did? Okay, great. So that's it then. That's 15.
Yep. So that was 8 physical damage, 5 sonic damage, and 2 from your gravity weapon.
And she becomes deafened if she doesn't pass a check.
Got it. I will roll that right
Sick.
now.
Which
She definitely passes the check. But does your sword like thunder with like the storm when you strike her?
Oh, absolutely. And there's a glare in my eye that matches the intensity of that thundering sound.
That's awesome. Love it. Okay, very good. That's it for Margot. So X, you're up.
All right, so I am going to draw my mercenary weapon, Goldblood's slingshot. I'm gonna let one go.
We got all the community perks
Yeah.
going wild right now. It's great.
All right, so I'm gonna
We love our community.
roll that thing. Here it goes. Going, we get a 17 is all that comes out to be.
So a 19 with your affirmation, that does miss.
Okay, well,
Unless you
Unless you wanna. Oh, roll again.
Do you have
Advantage.
fortune?
you have fortune.
oh, fortune. All right, that's with a 20.
When you guys roll your attack rolls, I think you can enable fortune, and that should roll it for you.
All right, I just forgot that. Here it goes again.
Yeah, no, you're good. Oh no. Yeah, that one's still gonna miss.
Yeah, all right. Okay, well then I will cast. So that's 2 actions. So then I'm going to cast.
Even with fortune, can we give him a reroll?
For sure.
Oh
Would you
yeah,
like one?
absolutely.
I'll take it. Here we
Yeah,
go.
Pjol is looking at
Use
both of
those
them.
hero
Just be like,
points.
Okay.
Jace, could you
Help me.
remind me what Goldblood's hero points are for?
Yeah, so you guys can either have an enemy re-roll their attack roll, or you can reduce
Oh.
damage by 50%.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Awesome.
Thanks for the
Thank
hero
you.
point, but yeah. X is still just really distracted by some lyrics he's got tumbling in his head that he's like, could it work out? But then he casts Lingering Composition, and then Inspire Courage.
Ooh, we're stacking them up. Okay, roll that performance check.
And I'll roll a performance check here.
'26
Man.
is a critical success. All right, so
Nice.
get this. You guys have got this storm on the horizon. You've got Margot striking with this sword, just echoing that thunder on the boat. You've got X's music magically going in the background as he's playing more music that just perfectly melds with it all. It's beautiful.
yeah.
Okay, anything else for you?
That's all I can do.
So for the players, if you guys right-click your tokens and turn that music note on, it'll automatically consider his bardic performance for y'all.
Sick.
All right. And yeah, Company of Honor, reminder for you guys too. If you guys want to spend 2 hero points at the start of somebody's turn, you guys can give somebody fortune, which combos with your banner and gives them actually just a flat +2 for their whole turn to all their attacks.
Okay.
So something to keep in mind if you guys want to do that. And that makes it. We got up next. That is Pjolp. You're still a deer, or did you stopped being a deer at the end of the last turn, right?
And I have a scroll in my hand, which I would like to cast now. It's a scroll of slow. So he's gonna yell at the hag, slow your roll.
Your eel roll.
And she'll need to do a fortitude save. My DC is 21.
Okay, 21. Here she goes. Fortitude, you said, correct?
Yes.
Man, she has got some nasty saves. That is a nat 1, though.
Yes.
All right, so that means that we're drawing a card from the deck.
Sick.
So let's do that, because that is a nat 1 fail. And for spells, we draw from the crit hit table because your spell effectively critically hits. All right, so on a spell, not applicable, so we're going to go one more time. All right, so she is going to take 1d6 mental damage. Persistent as well. Persistent mental damage.
You just can't keep up with the lingo.
Okay, and what happens on a critical failure on that?
So I think she just normal failed because my DC is just 21.
Nat 1s are always a crit fail.
She slowed 2 for 1 minute.
Whoa! Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty nuts.
And then
is that an incapacitation effect? I don't think it is it?
I'm not seeing anything about incapacitation. It just says slow 2 fortitude saving throw.
That's awesome. Okay. You got it.
And then Pjolb is going to move right next to Margot and say, oh, sorry, I can't seem to move. But Pjolb will move right next to Margot and be like, you got this. Finish her.
Finish it.
Okay. Excellent. And that's it for Pjolb?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see here. Sorry, I am applying all these effects. You guys are comboing off like mad.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
I
That
don't
makes
want to die.
everybody else here is asleep. Oh my goodness, slowed too. That's devastating. Okay. Snotnot, you're up.
Okay. And she's slow, but she's still moving.
Slowed 2 means she's gonna only get 1 action per turn for a minute, which is pretty much the whole combat.
Oh, okay.
That was huge.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to. Oh, I can only move 30 feet. Or do we still have this speed from?
We're still
that-
sped up.
You're
lasts
plus
4
plus
rounds.
10. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you still got plus 10 to your speed.
Okay. Well, I'd like to move up next to her, but I keep getting told I'm next to a wall. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. You can move all the way up to there if you would like.
I'm just gonna move here.
You got it.
I'm playing with the wrong graphics engine. Sorry, guys.
Nah, you're good.
And then I'm going to take another bite out of her because she's annoying me.
Okay, remember your advantage, or your fortune, rather.
Oh yeah, I'll turn fortune on this time.
Very good.
Okay,
Okay, 29 is going to hit.
cool.
Nice. Very nice.
Damage. That's 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. You bite into her. Her skin just like sloughs right off, and you can see bone underneath, but like she is tough. Like she doesn't look like she's getting wounded terribly by it, even though her skin is frail.
I got a hero point back, didn't I?
You sure did.
Wait. Let me check something. Can I hit her with Moonbeam?
Oh, you mean a focus point? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, then that's what we're gonna do.
Okay, Moonbeam. Go ahead and roll that attack with fortune. Okay, let's see. That is a 23, 25 with the affirmation that is just barely going to miss.
I'm gonna re-roll then.
Okay, go ahead and reroll the hero points. This one's not with fortune, just an extra roll.
Right now.
Gosh, we just can't
It does take your best result though with a +2, so that does hit.
Okay. And then we attack. Oh no, roll damage. Sorry.
No, you're totally good. Okay, 11 damage, and she is dazzled for a round. So a beam from the mouth.
Yep.
They'll chomp and then beam from the mouth. Great.
Yeah, light them up, cuz.
Very good. Okay, that's
We'll talk about you turning into a deer later. When were you gonna tell us?
All right.
Anyway, she's on fire, dazzled.
It is her turn. It is one action, or sorry, three hero points for me to reduce a slowed action by 1. So, chat, if you want to enable the hag, villain points could come my way. Just saying.
Please don't. Please don't.
Okay, she
It
is
doesn't
going
taste
to.
good.
She is very angry at Pjalb. That spell, you did that, and she's stiffening up. She glares towards you, almost moving kind of like in slow motion. You stopped my sister from getting here. I'll have your throat. She's going to make the flat check for Dazzled first. She could possibly hit you. She's going to take flat check for her persistent mental damage. It does not stop. She takes some persistent mental damage. And now she's going to try to bite you, Pjalb.
All right.
Wow, my dice are just not rolling well. 23?
That'll hit.
I guess you're still okay. Here's the damage. And then I need you to make me a fortitude save.
Okay.
Chase, I'd like to spend a hero point to half that damage.
So to half the
Can I do
damage,
somebody
it's
else?
2 hero points.
Oh, two. Then I.
Or you can
yes,
have a
I
reroll for 1 hero point.
I will use 2 because I haven't done any of my hero pointing, and they've given me so many. So.
Excellent.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you're only taking 7 there, Pjalb. And make me a fortitude save.
All right. Thank you, Margot.
Does Margot
Absolutely,
kind of
we're
like
friends.
bump her out of the way there?
Yeah, she because I imagine her blade's still kind of in the hag, and so she like twists it. She's like, think again, and like kind of like makes her arch her back as she's swiping.
Love it.
Yeah.
Wow, your guys' dice are just on fire.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so when she bites into you, you see like these dark veins of like infection start spreading down your arm, but then they fade away. And that's her turn. She gets 1 action per turn. So Margot, you're up.
All right, Margot.
Woohoo!
You're the
Okay,
best, Margot.
let's do it. Okay, so I am going to now pull out. Oh no, I've got both of them out. So I am going to twin. Where did it go? Twin takedown, I believe that's what it's called. Yeah. So I swiftly attack my hunted prey with both weapons, make 2 strikes against my hunted prey, and that counts as 1 action. So I can make 2 attacks with 1 action. Is what I'm doing.
Yep. So 1 action hunt prey, 2nd action flurry.
Sorry, my first action, or sorry, my only action so far is just twin takedown. So I'm gonna like
Oh, very good.
go
Did
like.
Did you want to hunt prey first?
I don't know if it's really gonna do anything for me because it seems like I only get advantages with or bonuses to tracking her and.
So you have your
perceptions
hunter's
stuff.
edge, which applies to your hunted prey, and your hunter's edge makes it so your multiple attack penalty is less.
Oh my gosh! Thank you. Then yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for playing the game for me.
Nah,
So
not
first I
playing,
will.
just reminding.
Thank you for reminding me. I will hunt my prey. You're my prey, and then I'm gonna like take my sword out of her and then raise my other one and just like plunge both. Slightly, it's different times, so they're 2 strikes.
Awesome.
So my gold.
Yeah,
my
so
first, go
make the
ahead.
first one with fortune.
Okay, I'm gonna do my Goldblood sword, and I do. Oh, sorry. What did I just do? How do I add the fortune?
So when you open the attack, there should be a button
Yeah.
to check
Oh.
for fortune.
Right there. Okay. There we go.
Wow, that's a 34.
Yay.
Let's
Okay.
see, she's flat-footed slowed, so that's still just a hit, not quite. Oh wait,
Affirmation +2.
affirmation puts that spot on for a crit.
Wow.
Yes!
How
Yes!
exciting.
Yes.
Yay. Okay.
Yay, Margo.
I'll roll that damage real quick. Plus.
Very nice.
Plus the d6 is already in there, and then a +2 for my gravity weapon, because it's always on my first strike.
Yep.
So whatever that was, so 26 total, and then I'll
Let's
do my
see.
short sword.
You have a thundering rune?
Yes, but that you said it was already in the included in the damage roll. But yes, it's a thundering rune.
Let's see. I think that does something on a crit, maybe.
Oh,
Oh.
great question.
Oh yeah, figure it's got to do the deafen DC. So let's go for that. Boop.
Oh, almost a 2.
Not deafened, but 28 damage total with the
Margo.
gravity weapon.
Yeah.
Pouring it on
He is.
tonight.
So angry at this hag.
Okay,
She's
so
just standing.
now when you click on your token, you should be able to mark that the target is your hunted prey, and I think that should lower your multiple attack penalty automatically.
Is that the little bullseye that I just clicked on?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so then I'll do my second attack, and it's gonna be the second row. Okay.
Yep.
And I don't get fortune on this one, or I do.
You too.
Sweet. Okay.
Wow. That's a bad fortune, though.
What an interesting fortune.
Double threes. Yeah, that's
Maybe-
going to miss.
I'll
Maybe
use
the
a
hag
point.
crashed.
I'll use a
Really? Are you
point.
sure?
Margo, you got this.
Okay, thank you.
If he didn't, I was going to.
Okay, thank you. And do I still get fortune on this one? Oh, it's a
Nope.
strength, so I get fortune because of my blessing.
Wow, that's right. You guys are just popping off.
Yes.
Nat 20.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So that's going to be another crit hit, and we're drawing from the crit hit table because that's a nat 20.
Sick.
Ow. Oh, just a.
Well, minimal damage, but it's still a crit.
Still
And
there.
this is 24. You're doing piercing damage?
This would be piercing damage, yes.
So you can either do that double damage, or you
Okay.
can choose to do normal damage
Okay.
and make it clumsy 3 and enfeebled 3 for the rest of the fight.
What does that mean exactly?
It means that it's going to be easier to hit and it's going to hit you worse.
I'll do that one. I'll
Okay.
enfeeble her and clumsy her.
So that is only going to be 4 damage.
Okay.
But you get her right in the leg? How does that work?
Yeah, I think so. I think that so she plunges her really fancy sword, and my thought is that the hag kind of like flinched or whatever, which maybe made her attack not go for her chest, but like down to her leg and just kind of cut like the tendon down there, so that she's not really doing so well with her feet. One of her legs is definitely incapacitated now.
Yeah, she's looking so bad. She's basically moving in slow motion, hobbling on one leg. She's hissing kind of at all of you defensively.
And I'm just like stuck in
You
her.
want to surrender?
I
She
think that was my. I
she
think that was just
doesn't
one action.
answer. That
Or
that
was
was
two
so
actions.
one to hunt prey, 2 to twin pair. Yeah,
It's still
you got 1 left.
okay.
Sick.
I think I'll just plunge my sword back into her.
Goldblood
Nice.
sword.
My Goldblood sword, yeah.
Cool. So this is a
Finish
-5
her.
because she's your prey.
A -5
Mm-hmm. With
Okay.
fortune.
with fortune.
26 is gonna hit because she's clumsy 3 now.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
So damage on that.
Goodness
There it is.
gracious.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got that added in. Okay, yeah, that's you.
That's me.
The 1,000 flurry of strikes.
Nice
Margo
job.
is done. And X, it is your turn.
Oh, is it? X is like X is like kind of like looking off the bow of the ship and just kind of like contemplating like things. He's like, oh, he like hears some thundering going on behind him. He's like, oh man, let's anyway.
You want
snaps
in
out
on
of it.
this?
I'm gonna yell, "Get the prisoners, X! Go find inspiration there."
X is actually gonna stumble over now, and then he's gonna cast thunder. He's gonna cast what is it called? Thunderburst. This is. He's like, oh, I know the perfect song for this moment. So he comes over and casts Thunderburst. So this is a 10-foot area effect spell.
Uh-huh.
And it looks like the hag will have to do a fortitude save.
Okay. So it's going to hit that. Did you want to try to just get the hag?
I just want to get the hag. I mean, if that guy over there is a little bit of collateral.
Okay, yeah, you're either going to have to get him as collateral or Pjalb.
We'll get that guy as collateral.
Okay.
He didn't seem... Because I'm blasting him with music, so it should be okay. Anyway,
Yeah,
that's what
for
I-
sure. Okay, what kind of save am I making here?
Fortitude.
Fortitude save. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. All right, fortitude save for the hag. 22?
21.
Okay, so she's gonna. Is it a basic save?
I don't know what that means.
Let's see. This is what was this? What's the spell?
It is called Soundburst.
Sound.
Save DC 21. So yeah, no go.
Okay, let's see. I think there may be a partial effect though.
It is, yep. So success, creature takes half the damage.
Okay, cool.
And so I'm gonna roll for that. Damage.
Oh man, that was a rough roll as well.
3 damage? So half of 3.
Okay, so she's gonna take 1 damage. This
Okay.
guy takes some damage, and he leaps awake. He goes scooching back towards the back of the boat. Well, what happened? What happened? And as soon as he wakes up, you can see that she like slumps down and seems to weaken a bit.
And Exodus.
Oh.
Music happened. He's done. That's it.
Okay. That makes it Pjalb's turn.
Okay. In that case, Okay. Here's what I want to do. So when he woke up, she seemed to weaken, right?
Uh-huh.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out a scroll, and I'm gonna cast a spell over by, hang on, this the 3 goblins. I would like, now this spell has a it's a 5-foot burst, so I'd like to try to get all 3 goblins up, but it is mad monkeys. So magical monkeys fill the area as they pile and climb on top of each other. And I'm choosing the raucous din, in which they screech loudly, potentially deafening creatures. They all do fortitude saves, but I'm hoping to wake them all up.
Okay, and what's the area?
It's a 5-foot burst.
Okay, yeah, who are you trying to wake up?
I'm trying to wake up the 3 goblins that are on the far right.
Okay. So, tell me what this looks like.
So, Pjalb, as he takes out the scroll, he speaks those magic words, and you see all these little monkeys. They're furry. They seem like they look cute, but they also look like they've got mischief on their mind. And each one of these little monkeys has like a little pair of goggles on their face as well, and they're like smiling, and then they start just cackling and hooting and hollering, and they're trying their best to rustle all these goblins down here, get them awake, so that hopefully she's not able to draw more energy from them.
Yeah, so as that happens, all of these goblins shriek and wake up. One of them like tumbles almost off the boat, catches himself, and as they wake up, you see her scream, "You ruined everything. Everything I say." And she goes to like take one last swing at Margot, which I'm actually gonna do. She's gonna take one last chomp with my last villain point. That is a 24 versus your armored class, Margot.
Yes, that hits. Mine's at 22.
22. Okay, so this is going to deal damage, and you make me a fortitude save.
Okay.
Wow, low damage. 7 damage.
Okay. Ooh, but I do have my halfling luck.
Yeah, you going to use it?
I am right now.
Yeah.
I've been waiting to use it all game. Okay.
Much better. Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, so she bites into you, and you see that kind of same corruption going down your arm, but then it fades, and she just collapses. And as she hits the ground, it looks like she starts turning to ash, and it just kind of starts blowing away in the wind. And we are out of combat.
Yeah.
Oof.
So,
Well, hold
what
up
are
her
you all
sword.
doing?
Oh, good.
Go ahead, X.
X is he's. Are these tentacle things still like floating around?
Do you still see shadows of tentacles in the water all around the boat?
X is gonna take the helm of the ship and try to shift into first. However this thing works, I don't know.
yeah. I mean, it's been moving this whole time, and these shadows seem to be following with it. But yeah, I mean, you can turn it.
Yeah, he raises the signal to his buddy if he's still out there,
Uh-huh.
and he's gonna like point the ship towards him, maybe kind of as a guidance back to. I don't know if I want to take tentacle creatures back with him, but anyway, he's just gonna start moving, see if he can't shake these things.
Very good. Also, just so everybody knows, our final poll is up. This is the one that decides it all. So, Company or Honor or Goldbloods, who deserves the bonus renown tonight? Get your votes in. Okay, you start turning that ship. And as you start turning that ship, you can see that it looks like these shadowy tentacles raise up out of the water. It just looks like pure shadow. They don't look like they have any kind of form, but they're just hovering above the ship. As the ship starts to try to turn, it looks like the tentacle catches it, and the ship stops turning. And then another pair rises up on the other side, and then both of them wrap around the ship, and the ship is stuck.
Okay, so does it look like there are parts where you see both sets of tentacles?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to position myself and say, X, keep steering. And I am going to cast Inner Radiance Torrent. So, what happens is Gilb is trying his best to channel his inner Snotknot. After seeing her use that moonbeam so many times, but he's calling upon good Lady Longshanks. He cups his hands before he fires off a storm of bolts and beams in a line straight through the shadow tentacles. And if they pass through areas of like any sort of magical darkness, it'll attempt to counteract darkness.
Hey.
Okay, very good. Yeah, make a spell attack roll for me, Pjalb.
All right. Here we go. Spell attack. Oh, snap. This is a reflex save, so do I just click counteract?
Yes.
Okay. Do I still have fortune?
You do not, because
Okay.
the combat has ended.
Okay. I'm gonna use a hero point on that.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah,
Okay, here we go.
that's better.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
a 28 affirmation 30.
What does it look like as you disperse these tentacles?
Okay, so Pjeld positions himself. I'd imagine like where X is at the front with the helm. Pjeld is like right behind him, so he's like back to back as he's saying, "Keep staring." And Pjeld cups his hands, and it's like, X, you feel the force as this radiant energy emanates from him, and he's like pushed up behind X, and he says, "Hold on, we could do this." And you just see this white radiant energy blasting through the tentacles, and you see the tentacles as the light illuminates them. The light travels down into the tentacles, into the ocean, to the point where like that radiance begins to seep into the water before the tentacles, they're completely illuminated, and they just dissipate in these little dust specks, and the water is clear, and hopefully we're good.
Hey, yeah, those tentacles dissipate. The ship starts to turn. As the ship starts to turn, you see Fulmer's boat just apparate out of like some sort of invisibility field right beside you. What the hell are y'all doing there?
X shouts, "We got it, man! We got it! It's a pirate thing. Just go home."
I just see some tentacles on the boat.
We're good.
I'm going home.
Well, let's guide us home.
No, I was paid to follow, not guide. So long. And you just see him turn off and starts turning his own boat around.
He did well. He was a peace of mind the whole time. We always knew we had an escape. So.
Okay. Yeah. All right, what are you guys doing here? Just turning the boat around, heading back?
As we sail back, the final lyrics to X's songs clicks into place, and so he's ready to share that if you're ready.
Oh yeah, please do.
Again, this is just the lyrics here. We'll put music to it some other episode, but it says this. "The bard walks among you, altering blue and white, violet eyes looking, sailor's language of light. The ship leaves in 2 hours. Dark things on the tide. Can I fire the big gun? After violet eyes lied. I've ascended the stairway many times. I'll punch you in the face. I'll punch you in the face." And then there's one kind of wild scream at the end that says, "Monkey boom!" That's it.
Margot snaps.
Fantastic. And as you finish that song, and as you guys are turning around, the shadows in the water, the last two, fade away, and you guys can see that the rain stops and the sky starts to immediately clear up. And you guys can see just open ocean all around you again. You see Fulmer's boat off in the distance heading back to Parley Point, and you guys falling behind. Now, what are you guys doing with all the people on the ship? It seems like you have good control of the boat. You have a bunch of asleep people on the boat, some that are woken up and looking confused and frightened, and you also have a bunch of people underneath.
No one's trying to attack us.
No, everybody is very quiet and just looking confused. The only ones that are awake currently are this guy and the goblins. The rest are still asleep.
Okay. I think I'll go talk to that human as long as Teeny is still sleeping. Over here, Margot. Bert.
And then you guys do see, so the hag turned to ash, but you do see that her belongings were left behind.
Oh man, we're looting everything.
I'm going back over here real quick.
X is just gonna keep sailing. But he does, I mean, Snot, didn't you see something down in the hold? I mean, prisoners, like, shouldn't we let them out?
I think that's
something
a great plan.
very quiet.
You are silenced, Snot.
I'm so sorry. I've been trying to say I was going to go check on the folks in the hold.
Perfect.
Since I've been muted on my microphone. So, yeah. gonna go check on them. Maybe bring them above deck if they're not hurt.
Yeah, for sure. So there is a key on the hag's belongings that you can see fits with those hatches there that you're able to open up. There's 10 people down below. They look quite malnourished, not very well cared for. Definitely prisoners of sorts. They'll be grateful if you let them up. They thank you for saving them.
Cool.
We need to get back to Chiliax.
To Chiliax?
That's where we were taken from.
Okay, well, we're going to Parley's Point, and then we'll get you back to where you came from. How's that sound?
Parley's Point? We're so far away.
You're a long way from home, but we'll get you sorted.
Okay. They'll follow you up.
Introduce myself, Company of Honor, Lady Longshanks, all the good stuff. Before I go down, I tell P-Love to grab me something good from the Sea Witch's gear.
Very good. Yeah. So
cool.
On the Sea Witch, she had 2 moderate potions of swimming, and she had that dragon's eye amulet, which is actually a dragon eye charm.
Interesting.
So you guys are just about back to Parley's Point. What are you doing with all the people on the ship that were not prisoners?
They're tied up. They're in the brig. They're in the hole.
Oh, you tied them up and put them in the hole?
Oh, you bet.
Well, hold on. Are we sure they were? Is there any
see
way
if they even know what happened? Like, I'm curious if it was a mind control thing.
Yeah, because if the witch was going puppet dance, that's not fair.
Well, we're still tying them regardless and putting.
Well, yeah.
And then once we figure that out, we can.
Okay.
And question them separately. We don't want them.
Yeah.
For sure.
Margot definitely will want to talk to Teeny to see if she's different now that the hag is dead.
Very good. Yeah, so you tie them up. They do wake up shortly afterwards. Teeny looks at you just looking so guilty. I wasn't controlled or anything.
Why did you throw your lot in with her? What were you thinking?
It's just me and my crew. There's been good money working with this cult, and I mean, they kind of are working towards something good. They're trying to get a new god to rise up, and not one that sounds particularly bad. You know what kind of fortune could come from that?
But Teeny, at what cost? I mean, there were 10 people down there, and who's to say she wasn't also going to sacrifice the rest of us? That does not seem like a good god to be raising from whatever hell you found it.
Roll a diplomacy. Also, while you're rolling, Company of Honor, you guys barely got the vote tonight by one single vote. Super close.
Whoa.
So 2 renowned to Company of Honor, 1 to Goldbloods. Fantastic job from everybody.
It's a 16 because of my sword.
16 because of your sword.
If that helps.
18 because of affirmation. She just kind of looks down for a minute and thinks, I don't know. I know it was dumb. Don't tell Mavis.
Oh, Teeny. And she's just gonna give her a hug. Please, will you just come back with me?
Yeah, I'll probably go rot in a cell, I imagine.
I think if we can, I'll put in a good word for you. And Mavis, she maybe doesn't need to know everything, but she could certainly put in a good word for who you were. This isn't you, Teeny. You are still there, though. I'm sorry that it came to this.
I've done some bad things.
It's okay. And she's just gonna hug her.
She looks real sad, but she nods and she doesn't resist or anything. I'll tell you everything I know about it.
Thank you.
The rest of the people you tied up are not so friendly. They are cursing and angry and threatening death. But
they're staying tied up.
Yeah, you guys have them all tied up. And you guys are able to get these prisoners to shore. It makes kind of a scene when you guys get back to Parley's Point, bringing just a whole horde of people back, some of them tied up. But it's Parley's Point and nobody really questions you. You just get some looks as you pass by. There's sketchier things happening around you.
Wait. Did Company of Honor just get a fancy magic boat?
Yes, so you guys do have this boat. What are you going to do with the boat?
Yeah,
That's a
that was
good
my
question.
I'm gonna get old Captain. What's his name?
No,
Captain Fulmer?
The captain to say, hey, sail this back to town for us, and we'll give you another 50 gold pieces. This is
You want me to get this back to Absalom?
Oh yeah, sail us out. We'll all take the boat back.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think I can sail it to Absalom. Well, I mean, it can fly, so yeah, I'll get back to Absalom.
Even better.
It can fly?
No, yeah, you didn't know that.
So, what were we doing on the water?
I mean, it's a boat.
We were the sea witch was trying to get her sister, and now we have a flying boat.
What's this guy's name?
His name is Fulmer.
Fulmer is he's our new buddy. We're taking everybody back to Absalom in the flying boat. I mean, just give it to the guild crew.
Okay.
No more griffins, man. We're riding in style.
Yeah. Fulmer pilots this thing for you, and it is quite slow in the air. It would definitely be faster to take the griffs back, but I mean, it's nice and smooth. And
X raids the cabin, the captain's quarters, looking for you know what the captains have in there.
Oh yeah, there is extravagant amounts of food, booze, fine things.
Snot comes into the captain's quarters. Where are you doing that? He's like, X, we have to have a party when we get back and invite everybody on the boat, and we got to come up with a better name because the arm of whatever on the side is dumb. So let's have a naming party and we'll invite everybody to come name the boat.
All right.
Fantastic.
And we'll just, yeah.
And as you guys are sailing through the skies back to Absalom, we will call that a wrap for the evening. So fantastic job, everybody. Very good job. So the loot pool that was created for this session you guys got was 2 potions of swimming moderate, a dragon's eye charm, and a title to a boat, which is amazing it didn't sink. You guys did very good.
I was going to. I really was.
I'll probably talk about it with the players on our own downtime, and then maybe on our next Geek Out, I'll talk about what could have happened if they wouldn't have stopped that ritual, because it was gonna get crazy.
Oh,
so
good job,
so, yeah,
X.
check out our next Geek Out. We'll talk about what could have been on this episode of T3H. But for now, we're past time, so let's wrap it up. We will divvy out this loot between the players. We'll let everybody know in the next session who ended up with the boat, because I imagine you guys are going to be curious. And yeah, let's talk about our awesome cast. Erica, tell us about yourself.
I'm Erica Kudamarler. I like to write things, game mods and books and all sorts of stuff. And I'm just so glad that I didn't actually sink the boat, because now we have the boat.
It's got a little moonbeam hole in it, but that's the worst of it.
It's a sunlight. It's a sunroof.
There you go.
I'll talk to Powder Pact about fixing it. Get little. We can get them to put like a kaleidoscope glass thing, and then it's going to be a party room when the light shines through.
Oh, excellent.
It's a party boat.
Wonderful. Well, glad to have you on, Erica. Thank you. Matt, tell us about yourself.
Hey, I'm Matt. You can find me on Level 1 Geek here, and check out my Twitter so you can see whenever I'm streaming here. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Nathan, tell us about you.
Nathan, Knights of Bastille, building mobile apps. Go get NPC for hire wherever you download your apps.
It's good stuff. I'd recommend it for any campaign if you want some awesome character art for it. It's good stuff. Tatum, tell us about you.
I'm Tatum, and I enjoy hacking hags apart with my cool new sword. And I'm here on Intermittent Tuesdays, and this is where you can find me.
Yeah, Margot tore it up today. Fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Well, with the help of my goblin friends, thank you so much for letting me re-roll a million times, because that would have been a lot less.
Big synergies. It was
Big
great.
thanks to chat for all the points.
Yes, absolutely.
That wouldn't have been
Thank you,
possible
chat.
without chat.
And
Thank you,
blessings.
chat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, chat, you guys crushed it. It was just good all around tonight. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. If you like what you do and you want to see more, please follow us or subscribe on Twitch here, YouTube, Twitter, social media, or if you really want to chat with us, go over to Discord. That's where you can get your free code for the T3H art pack for Knights of the Steel's NPC for hire. Also, we talk about memes, food, games. It's a good time. You guys can also show your support by purchasing dice and cool stuff from our Die Hard Dice affiliate partner link down below. They got some gorgeous math rocks for you. Also, I think we still need to get it up, but we do have a Hero Forge affiliate link coming as well. So that's exciting because Hero Forge is awesome, and they're one of our new affiliate partners. You can also show your support by just spreading word. Tell your friends, have people come watch the show, share us on social media, anything like that. We greatly appreciate it. We keep doing this show because you guys keep supporting it. Much love for it. Now, go take a long rest. Do not let any sketchy rituals happen on boats. It's very dangerous. And we'll catch you guys next time. Good night, everybody.